trying to ask loaded questions on things that I've already answered, and you are doing so in such a gay tone of voice.
I'm calling out Satan. Roxy, you fucking whore.
Advice be to be like a crazy bitch in her 30s who's on methadone and totally just whacked out?
My advice, and I've said it many times, I will say it again because it applies even more here. My advice is full insemination.
This episode is for the ladies. Faster than boys. Even when we never grow up at all. Faster than boys do. Once you used to date my big sister. Now, baby, she's too old for you. We've been slacking on the Board of Love. We brought it back, Halloween edition. I'm everything a girl should be now. Faster than boys do. I'm old enough for you. Am I old enough for you, chat? Do girls really grow up faster than boys? Are we anything but a bunch of toys making noise? What you see now. 36, 21, 35. Faster than boys do. We got the green light. We're feeling spooky, right, chat? Faster than boys do. Boys are more of a dog kind of bitch. But we've been looking up those cats too. Lots of things are coming up in the future. Cats and dogs intertwined. That's right, people. All right. Welcome. Come on. To episode 6. Episode lucky number 6 of season 2 of Celebrity Sunday. And yesterday, I'm stressing. What the fuck am I going to talk about? I don't want to fucking talk about the Thorbs anymore. Let's switch it up. And there was a scandal that shook the internet to its core. And it even shook me on a personal level. The conversation with someone. And we had differing viewpoints. I'm very curious to see what chat makes of this. Is she just a crying, lying bitch on Twitch? Or maybe Mizkif's been a bad boy. Mizkif, whoa! I don't know about that necessarily. Also, I'm an anarcho cat. Just FYI, back on that. Okay? Because I can't be tamed, I can't be ruled, I can't be domesticated. I can't. Although, that's fake news because, as many of you saw, I did make some spaghetti and I've even adopted another pet. Not just D-Dog, there's another one. So, I'd like to introduce you to my pet. Let me just pull up the video. I believe Celebrity Clips might have gotten the footage from being a paparazzi in my house. Celebrity Clips. All right. Let me show you. I'm very excited for you guys to see my new little friend. Okay? Nope, not these folks. Not these folks. Oh. Ruby found an injured baby mouse. Hey, what's up, Kinetic Hell? Stevie, got a lot of celebrities in chat, dancing on the sun. Are we team punching walls and speeding cars, or are we team rabbit killer here? Exactly. And rabbits have been a theme. OPC Dawn, criminal mastermind, has been taunting me with a rabbit for months now that I never asked for. But he would keep saying if I didn't adopt it, he's going to eat it. And those who know me know I'm basically a lifelong vegetarian, vegan. I don't like that. But he still has this rabbit. Who knows what's up with that guy? P.S. He might be pressing criminal charges on our favorite biatch. That is in the cards, apparently. These are really good questions we're asking. Thanks for your support, Mr. Denman. Shatter's heart. Cinnamon's gonna get jealous. I know. Now we have this new, young, injured. Honestly, I think this mouse might be a covert narcissist who gets off on the pity and appearing like a victim. So it's like I walk into the bathroom and this narcissist of a mouse is limping around with a paw missing or something, which is obviously being faked. Oh man, I heard he had a pretty intense panel with some intense people, but I didn't watch it because I'm already at my threshold, people, of stress. Okay, I'm a sensitive bitch, and I don't like watching stuff that's just gonna trigger me. I can react to stuff that's worth reacting to, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't really ultimately matter. Typical mouse. I know it's like people think that just because they're smaller, that they can't do evil. And I don't know. I believe that this mouse is a daughter of Satan, honestly. Or this is a test by God. But let's see. Let me introduce you. There's no name yet. I don't know if that's a good idea because the mouse is not in good shape. Oh, look who it is. Do you want to come up? All right, let's play this crazy mouse clip from Celebrity Clips, Celebrity Pets. And yes, people, today we are actually going to do Celebrity Pets. I believe earlier in the stream, we'll get the vibe right. We've got some great fresh pet pictures from famous chatters like Romano and BB, Gamer of the Damned. Maybe OPC Don will send a picture of the rabbit that he uses to taunt me. And it's a cute rabbit, but my mom's deathly allergic. Hamster is like where we tap out, and so far as furry small animals. Okay. All right, let's see what's up with this little guy.
Okay, buddy.
So he's very, very small, but that doesn't mean he's not plotting. Like, oh, I'm hurt. Oh, you gave me bedding and all this. Oh, you gave me food and water. I don't.
You feel better? We can bring you
No,
back
thank
out
you.
into the world.
Not even a like nod. Like he's giving me nothing.
That's hopping around. I think it's like missing a paw or something. Very sad. But yeah, I don't know what to do, so I just put it in here so he could at least be comfortable in his final moments.
I can't even hear myself. Can anyone hear me, dude? Speak up, bitch.
I know you have some kind of injury, and I feel bad. So just make you comfortable.
No, he just wants to feel like
better.
it's
Bring you
empowered
back out into the
It's
world.
horrible. OPC Don, you should
Some kind of really tiny little baby mouse.
You
That's hopping
crazy
around. I think
driving
it's
that
like
bitch
missing
to
a paw or something. Very sad.
and it blow up in your face too. So,
but yeah, I don't know what to do, so I just
exactly
put it in here so he could at least be comfortable in his final moments. Getting some of Cinnamon's food.
So do you guys see? It is very cute, but I'm not gonna get attached or anything. And the plan is, it's like it's either gonna die comfortably. At least it had a good last meal and some fresh water and bedding. So it's either just gonna die comfortably or be well enough that I'll like release him into the wild. Is the game plan, okay? Cinnamon's already a handful, okay? He's a diva. He's crazy. He's toxic. But I agree with Gamer of the Damned here. OPC Don is very likely to collab with Grace again because we've been at these rock bottom moments with him and other simps like Lala before. And just when you think you're at that rock bottom, all of a sudden you're another layer of the earth. You're in some molten lava layer. Gets crazy. So, hi. And yeah, I doubt he's pressing charges either. Anyway, so that's the new character. That's the new character. But he's not going to be a celebrity pet. He's just freelancing. But we'll see how he does, how he is on camera, and that'll see what happens. All right, where should I start, people? Let's see what pictures I uploaded. I couldn't find my like favorite weed pen, so I was from a lesser weed pen. So this is today's episode, people. All right, that's Emiru and that's Mizkif, and they're having an extremely messy he said, she said kind of situation that's unfolding before the public. So there's that segment, and then we have Sarah the Raging Tomato lost 2,000 followers basically overnight because of Andrew Wilson kind of denouncing her and saying he's cutting ties. And he put out some pretty petty videos. I still don't entirely even understand what her grave sin was, except laughing at someone who Andrew Wilson also works with. Beautiful day in New Haven. Look at those fall leaves, people. Look at those fall leaves. But yeah, she had much like OPC Don, she had rabbits. And there's accusations. So her side is that he said if she ever went public about like his bad behavior, he would do a smear campaign of telling everyone that they knew and collaborated with that she was like abusing her pet rabbits, not changing their litter, not feeding them, leaving them out in the hot sun, kind of doing a pet hoarding thing. And it's like, now we don't know. The waters are muddied. It's who you find more compelling and believable. And for me, that's Emiru. But I'm curious what people think. So they dated a while ago. She has like 1 million subs, or 1.5 million. He has like 1 million. They're both very popular. I'm not super familiar with their content though. And but this caught my eye yesterday, and me and D-Dog were just like watching a couple hours trying to catch up and understand what the situation was. And oh, thank you so much, Gobbledygook. It's a fatty thing, Mr. Deadman. Oh lordy. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Melanie. Another celebrity in chat. Happy to see you. Wash your hands frequently. I wore gloves actually so I saw this mouse like limping around in the bathroom, and then it ran underneath something. So I just didn't think about it. I tried to give it some spaghetti. I put like a spaghetti strand out for it. And then I went into the shower, and as soon as I turned the water on, I saw him jump away from it. Like he like couldn't like really get around. So I put on plastic gloves, and I just put him in the carrier that they gave me when I got cinnamon that I still have. Yeah, exactly. She lost 4,000. Oh my goodness. I mean, that's crazy. That is very crazy. And I guess Andrew Wilson has a fairly dedicated audience that is taking his side. Thank you. Very high. Thank you. EFD 306. Never forget. Okay. But thank you for the donos. And yeah, I don't know. I was going to say one's in the chat if you believe Emiru, and two's if you believe Mizkif, but that feels very dystopian. So never mind. I am curious what people think, because me and D-Dog had a slight disagreement over this. Anyway, but before we get into like their thing, I was looking into Mizkif, and I was watching this interview of him, and he's talking himself up and talking about how when he was 5 years old, he marched into that toy store and demanded a job, and like, oh, he's had this when he was 16, he was a millionaire, like stuff that's really outlandish. So I did want to play just a moment of that. And then also what's quite outlandish is he unironically says that streaming is a harder job than most jobs, which is comical, very funny, very fucking funny. I've had many jobs, and this is one of the fucking easiest. I get to do something that's fun, that I enjoy. There's obviously downsides, but obviously it's worth it for me because I come back for more every day. OPC never comes up. I know. Is he hiding? All right, let me show you the interview where he, and let me know, do you guys think, am I just being harsh on him? Like, all right, we'll do this. And then the interesting thing to me is, like, she said, her statement about things that happened, and his reaction, I feel like, just made it 1,000,000 times worse. So I do want to watch that with chat and see what you say. But I also watched this interview, and I just think the intro is funny of this. So let me.
Is streaming harder than a 9 to 5? Yeah, my job's harder than your job.
This guy's funny.
I'm always thinking about my stream, my content, how to grow, what I can do better.
Oh, no shit.
You don't stop working.
Oh,
That's what
no
it takes
shit.
to be a top streamer. Streaming has to become your life. What am I really going to do that's going to make these people want to watch me? Especially as you get older, because your chat gets older too.
How are you investing your own money to try?
Already, like, this seems like a person who struggles with reality. And understanding the nature of, like, most, like, that's insane to me. This is before any controversy, but this is a somewhat recent interview. So I was kind of curious. And just the intro of it, I was like instantly sus of him just telling stories about his life that just sound made up. They just sound like something he saw in a movie, and like, when you hang out with someone and they tell you something about their life that sounds like they're just repeating something in a movie, and you're like, I don't know, man. I don't know, but I mean, you'll see in a minute what I'm talking about.
Like grow your channel, your brand.
What do 30-year-olds want? They want to learn about money. They want to grow their empire themselves. I don't want to watch you sit there and hang out with girls all day.
So the whole
Yeah,
environment of
fuck
streaming
girls,
is
grow your
way harder to
empire.
grow now.
It's impossible to get into streaming. Twitch is a dying platform. It's dying because of its ads. And
Yeah, it's so hard. I mean, I'm guessing he means like it's hard to make a living at streaming, which is true. But to get into it is quite easy. And then it's just a matter if you sink or swim, you know? And if people relate to the content.
it's dying quick.
What would you say is your biggest insecurity?
It was bad. Like when I say there was
Yeah.
like the whole website was about ruining my life. It's the biggest drama that's ever happened on Twitch.
The biggest drama that's ever happened on Twitch.
I have a really crazy story.
Tell us
When I was
that.
16, I was day trading, like every day, all day. And I started with $2,500. And this is right about the time where Wolf of Wall Street came out, and everyone was going crazy for penny stocks, right?
Mhm.
I got involved with this group, and they were on Skype, and they were called the Wolf of Weed Street. And the big thing was, it was a guy had a wolf instead of it was Leonardo DiCaprio. It was a picture of a wolf, and his thing was, "You follow my lead, I'll make you rich." And then he started growing groups of people in that group who were like, "These are your leaders," and you literally were just following them. I followed him for months. I would join his groups. I was listening to him talk in Skype calls and in meetings, and he would tell you what he's buying next. And every single penny stock he invested in skyrocketed. Like I did not lose money one time. And he just got bigger and bigger on Twitter. He started showing his penthouse suite, all this crazy.
I saw that because I went to just before this episode, I was like just glancing through some of the clip sites that I usually check, and I saw one of the most recent videos on Clips Fun Claus was about Chicken Andy talking about not making minimum wage. And I believe it. It's very up and down, like, you know, it's so yeah, I believe that. It's hard. That's being in any creative field though, you know, and you just have to learn how to save during, you know, the higher income times to prepare for variation, you know. Yeah, Broccoli, yeah. He's troubled in the hair.
Stuff. He blew the up. I went from $2,500 to over 150 grand as a 16-year-old kid.
Wait.
16. And this is
Oh, happy birthday, Gobbledygook. Happy birthday. Gobbledygook, very quality, top tier panelist, chatter, and supporter of the channel. So very much appreciated. And I don't know. I enjoyed like watching her talk with Jeremy the other day. She called into one of his, I don't know if he was on Boy Outlaws or on his own channel, but Gobbledygook was like, I just have to ask, why the fuck did you agree to meet in New Haven, you know? And she's super blunt, but like not in like a mean way, you know? It's just kind of like, what were you thinking, man? You know? And I think that's something we all are curious about. And yeah, I should be donating to you for your birthday. 9-volt battery, Mr. Deadman, too many weenies. Yeah, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
what 14, 13, I forget how many years now.
Yeah.
And it was so big, and I felt like so my friends were talking to me, and I'm like, dude, I'm rich. I made 12 grand in some days, like as a 16-year-old kid. And there's one investment he said,
I'm raising my eyebrows. Just wait. Am I crazy? Am I like judging him too harshly? It just seems
said, guys, we are doing Tesla
Weird.
puts. Put your money in Tesla puts. And I'm like, dude, if I just put 50 grand in these Tesla puts and it skyrockets, I'm a millionaire at 16 years old. I was freaking out. So I put $50,000 in, and I lost every single penny. And then he just completely ghosted the community, and he just left the internet. But what was crazy is what we were investing in, which was penny stocks, but for weed companies.
Yeah.
And they were complete It was like, this is a random pharmaceutical in Nebraska that's going to start changing the game. Because his name was Wolf of Weed Street, so he only invested in weed companies.
So you still made 75 grand.
Yeah. Well, I'm 16 now, and I'm alone with a bunch of money, thinking I have an E.
One's in the chat if you believe him. Two's if you have doubts. And he just says like multiple things like this, as we'll go to looking at his response to Emiru, and we can look at a bit of Emiru's initial video, but I feel like a lot of people have probably seen that by now, so I'm more interested in analyzing his
and I know what I'm talking about, right? So I had $75,000, so I then bet again on weed stocks, thinking I know what it was doing, because there were some other guys that were like, I'm going to take leadership and you should listen to me. And I listened to them, and it continued to drop, and it continued to drop, and I literally didn't have one win because we kept investing in penny stocks, to the point where I was down. I think I came out with like 15 grand.
So at what point in your life did you have hope that you were capable of making a lot of money?
It was probably, I always was a workaholic. I love business. I went one time, I was like 5 years old. I went to Toys R Us, and I walked up to the lady and I demanded a job. I'm like, give me a job. I want to work now. And she's like, okay, here's a notepad, and I want you to write down your information. Couldn't write. I'm like, Dad, this is all you. And I walked out of there with my
I feel like he just, okay, right
I'm
there.
going to be a toy,
Right there, he's like updating details to make sense, because he's like, wait, I might not have known how to write. So he adds in that little detail about his dad. It doesn't really, I don't know. I just had a weird vibe from it. But I'm not like very familiar with his content, so maybe I'm just getting a biased impression, because this is how I've basically discovered him.
Connoisseur. I'm going to test toys for Toys R Us. And that did not work out. I called them 20 years later. They're bankrupt, but you know.
Sounds like the
They
movie
needed
Big.
you, man.
Yeah.
Sounds like they needed you. Yeah.
You see the movie Big?
No, I don't watch movies.
Okay. It's a Tom Hanks movie. That's what he did.
Come on. But I feel like the interviewer is kind of calling him out, like, that's literally the plot of the movie Big, buddy. Like,
He's a kid. And
and then he says, no, I don't watch movies. That's like an odd...
grows up really quick from a wish that he made, and he was a toy tester.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to do that. I remember I wanted to, I always wanted to work. I love working because I get very bored and I like money. So I always wanted to be very rich. So I always was trying to find ways to make money. And whether it was selling, whether it was weed stocks, because when you're a kid, you're always trying to find a way to make money the fastest way possible, right? You're willing to take those massive risks because really, who cares? If you take a massive risk as a kid, whatever, right? That $2,500 that I risked, whatever, I wouldn't even remember it the next day. But I've always loved investing, and I always loved trying to make money. And I was always looking at like, wow, if I just invest a few $1,000s a year from 16 to 30, I'll be a millionaire one day, right? That was my logic. But then when money really started to come in was obviously during streaming. Before that, I was just a kid at college.
There's this stereotype, though, that like streamers and YouTubers are really bad with money. I'm just curious, what's the most reckless
I don't
that
want to
you've
watch
seen
all this.
someone spend money?
So when I looked him up, that's what popped up, and I just thought it was kind of interesting. So, all right, let's go into basically this is Osmond Gold reacting to some of the latest clips, and one of the clips is confirming her story about him leaving like some convention and slamming the door like repeatedly, and her saying she had to go to the bathroom and she was gone for like 20 minutes.
Context. Emiru exposed how Mizkif was abusive and controlling her every move during their relationship. Well, people literally found the exact moment on stream she was talking about.
And then I check my Discord messages and he's messaging me, I'm gonna kill myself. Basically, he was upset because I had higher viewership than him.
All right, chat. I'll see you guys later. Probably tonight, if not tomorrow.
No.
What does unofficial Mizraid mean?
Basically, Mizkif ended his stream because he had lower viewership, and his chatters joined Emiru's stream, while he was messaging her that he wanted to zap himself.
Messaging her while she's live.
All acting. Like we haven't murdered. Like we haven't pillaged.
You hear it? You see her trying to keep it together. He's slamming the door.
Go to the restroom real quick. I'm stuck in here. Okay.
So just scared. Yeah.
I actually downloaded her VOD and confirmed how she left for 20 minutes, then came back completely overwhelmed because that schizo was spamming her, saying he wanted to kill himself while punching her door, all because she had higher viewership.
But alright, yeah, I'm gonna log out for now, but I'll probably come back later.
This is when she stopped.
And if not, tomorrow my normal time.
Which she didn't do. Yeah, I actually kept going back and forth, slamming the door because he didn't get big enough for Yeah. Man.
Like we haven't pillaged.
I'm ashamed that the situations got so bad, but Emmy was also violent. She would throw clothes or plushies at me, and I punched holes in the walls or slammed doors in aggression.
Mizkif waited the literal second our dear Voldemort went offline to start streaming, so I'm going to include one of the Phase Boys' reactions. It's literally perfect.
But Emmy was also violent. She would throw clothes or plushies at me,
Yep.
and I punched holes in the walls or slammed doors
So
in
let me
aggression.
clarify something about this. That's kind of confusing.
No, I gotta be getting trolled. Wait,
So Emiru, let me pull up. I did upload a picture of her. This is her. That's her with her rabbits. Very successful YouTube channel. So she was not attacked by him at TwitchCon. This was kind of unrelated. That happened at TwitchCon, and then this other drama happened. But I believe it was because he was commenting and like making untrue statements to kind of capitalize on the incident, and that's what kind of, I believe, set off the, that chain of events. But she's very pretty girl. But yes, she's obviously not having a great month.
I'm not even kidding. Is this a joke? Did I just hear her say she threw a plushie at her?
That's it. All right, hold on. Now let's go to his reaction to this.
Only mode. There you go. What's up, chat? Let's watch the world fucking burn. If people want to act like this, I see some people saying some very obtuse things. We can watch the world burn.
Okay. Yeah, she's that person.
Obtuse, yes. There's some people that are saying some pretty crazy things that I was seeing. I haven't even gone on Twitter. I saw other things, and I'm like, damn. But I've been around for 10 years now. A lot of you guys know. I am pretty far away from this stuff at this point. But I am totally okay with exposing a lot of things and saying things. At this point, I think it's pretty obvious. I will not be friends with any of these people after this. Ludwig was right. I am going to completely separate myself from these people in this community, which is fine.
It's such a.
But I have
so much
hundreds of messages and DMs from people, things that people probably would never want to get released that are very interesting for everyone. And I will be releasing it as time goes on, because why not? Go crazy. Who cares? Who fucking cares? But before that, I would like to address everything that was said today. Okay? Let's get some yos in chat first. Maybe some tryhards. It's perfectly fine. Go ahead.
So
you're a disgusting piece of shit. Absolutely.
Already.
Been that for years.
Maybe not the time. I don't know. It's like you gotta. This is a pretty serious accusation. So the way that he's like introing it seems to. I don't know. It's just
pretty fucking
great.
Par for the course. What are we gonna pretend that I'm not a piece of shit? We've all known this. All right, calm down. Is this anything new? No, I'm a piece of shit. Why the fuck is Caroline Burton chat? That's probably the most crazy thing I've ever seen in my life. But I'm going to defend myself on a lot of things that were said about me. I am going to defend myself on what was said with Emmy. I see a lot of people saying other things that really upset me, but the Emmy one is a serious thing that I want to take serious, and we will be discussing that, okay? I wrote this myself, so I don't know if it's even good. I am not the best writer, as a lot of you know. I have half my screen right now is red. because I can't write for shit. It's not through ChatGPT. Shut up.
Can we see the reflection? Can we get a reflection check?
It's not through ChatGPT. Shut.
So you can kind of see in the background the reflection of his monitor. It's incredibly blurry, but
up. It's not, bro. Shut up. It's not through chat. You really think in a serious situation like this, I put ChatGPT and I'm writing something out because it's like, oh, hold on, like, bro, shut up.
It would have better than whatever the fuck you're about to do.
Yes, really, really. No, it's Sora AI. I have an entire video made. What is wrong with you, chat? What is wrong with you? I wish I could show you how much red is in this to show you that I each other is spaced. It's so stupid. I'm not a good writer, bro. I'm not a good writer. So, okay, let's get to this, shall we? No stalling. I'm taking out of sub-only mode. I don't really care. I know that there's a lot of people that want to speak, and they can. I have no problem with that. This is a very serious situation that I was told. I know a lot of other people are saying things about me as well on top of this, but this is the thing I want to talk about. So let's talk about it, shall we? And then we can go into it. Okay. So this is April of 2021. Okay, I'm gonna write everything down. Everyone, just chill and let me hear this out. Okay.
Turn off the TTS.
We met online when we were playing AT&T Annihilator Cup. This is me and Emmy. I was introduced to her through it, and my chat started to like us hanging out. I didn't have feelings for her or anything, but I thought we could start hanging out more and be friends. So we met through the Annihilator Cup. A lot of you guys know this. I was playing with her. My chat liked her a lot. She was fun to hang out with. So we started hanging out. We started to play games with each other on stream, and we started to grow closer together. We started calling each other, and we were flirting. We didn't do anything, but it was pretty obvious that Emiru had feelings for me as well as I had for her. But we couldn't really do anything because at the time, she was dating a girl named Bonnie, another cosplayer from another state, and I was dating Maya.
This bisexual people. This was another actually point of contention for me and D-Dog because he was like, I can't really take lesbian relationships seriously. And I was like, I don't know. I feel like some people are gay and have serious relationships. Apparently she's bi. Was dating a bitch.
Me and Maya broke up.
Wanted the D.
I broke up with her because the relationship felt stagnant, and Maya's sanctuary started to take over a lot of her life, and we hardly had time to hang out with each other. Since Maya moved out, I knew I wanted the streamer to move into the house.
Speaking of
preferably a girl to find content with.
Great fan fiction from Grace yesterday. I never, ever, ever said anything about wanting to eat her dirty, unwashed incest pussy. Ever. That never happened. I did say that I had considered in the past that I would have made out with her if I was like blackout drunk. And that never happened. But she was very touchy-feely with me. The first night we slept in the same bed together, I woke up to her like literally like clinging on to me. Even in the video where they were trying to burn me, she's running her fingers through my hair. She's crying, saying, I love you. Like, the bitch is psycho, you know? Sexually obsessed. She's sexual.
But I didn't want it to happen so fast. I didn't know if I wanted to be Emmy, but she told me about a stalker that came to her house with a bat, and she didn't live at her house anymore. I'm telling you everything, chat, okay? Come on. I'm telling you the whole story. Sit down and relax. All right?
It's also scary. I can only imagine, like...
I told her to come move in with me in Austin because she had a stalker. And we want to make content, and the guy will probably be scared since there's a bunch of people around instead of her in her Kansas home by herself. From there, our relationship started growing very fast. Within just weeks of moving in, she would sit in my room with me late at night, and I would watch Pokemon over and over again, season 1. I loved it because she made me feel like it felt like my childhood and a place of calmness. She would fall asleep in my bed. With some nights, we would touch our backs or legs together. We knew we liked each other. We just knew it was a bad idea. Talks of her joining OTK happened fast as well. And
You seem like a lot of details, though. Like, it seems like too many details that aren't related to, like, the core of it, you know? Am I wrong to think that? D-Dog had a similar opinion, let's say. We had some disagreements, but some agreements, too. But, yeah, he's like, the details he's adding in, it's adding a weird element. I know. I never covered them before, but it was on my timeline, and I ended up watching like several hours of their content. So I'm trying to turn it into something worthwhile and not just a waste of time.
I knew that if we were,
and also I think it can spark an interesting discussion about like streamer dynamics, what it means to like handle this on a public scale. You have two people who are essentially like mayors of small cities, kind of like warring with each other, you know, and saying things that are contradictory and very bad about each other, and it's just messy. It's messy as fuck, toxic.
Potentially going to date,
Much like
we'd have to keep it a secret. Nobody was allowed to know. Streamers as well were already starting to resent me, saying that it was a shitty thing that I moved Emmy in so fast and replaced Maya so quickly.
I love how she added, like, guys, this is like a direct quote. And it's just simply not true. Like, that's never, ever been something I fantasized about. I think there's a difference between thinking, like, all right, maybe if I was like blackout, and this is like when, like, a year and a half, or like over a year ago, you know? It's like, maybe if I was blackout drunk, I would have made out with her at a point. But, you know, she's come out as being totally evil and psychotic since then. So, and then all the weight gain and stress damage and sun damage, and, you know, it's not super appealing to me. Plus, I'm in a committed hetero relationship, so I'm good on that. But interesting fan fiction. Definitely not a direct quote. Not a quote at all. Fake news. I said made out if I was blackout drunk. I didn't say I want you. Also, when I offered her a place to stay, it's because I felt fucking bad for her. I thought I could help her get out of a fucked up situation. It's so sad that she actually does not even understand the concept of empathy or wanting to help someone, you know? It wasn't so that I could dive into her fucking pussy. That's so psychotic that only a fucking Thorpe could come up with something so fucking dumb.
If people found out we were dating, I could be hated by my peers and lose what I created in OTK. I didn't know if we were going to date, and I knew if we were going to make it happen, it was going to be very stressful. But I had no idea what was going to come. It was the beginning of January of 2022. Emmy just had her huge party in an arcade celebrating her birthday on stream. Everyone from Austin was there, and as we were celebrating her joining OTK, there was a huge scare. Someone outside in the parking lot rammed into my Audi R8 and drove off. And while we were outside thinking it was a schizo viewer, we were told that the person who just hit my car was now inside holding a gun. This scared us to no end. Me and Connery's pants ran inside in fear to get everyone out and make sure everything is okay. My first concern was Emmy. I wanted her to be safe. The cops came, the drunk driver did have a gun, and was sentenced to 3 to 5 years in prison. Me and Emmy were terrified that night. And on the way home, I grabbed her hand, and she grabbed mine. And we knew we were trauma bonded, and we didn't want to let go.
Okay, so that part also is pretty wild. I knew we were trauma bonded, and it's like, I get it. That is a thing. And you can feel closer. They obviously had like some mixed, you know, feelings for each other. And they go through this intense thing. It can make you closer to someone. But to say like, we are now trauma bonded, like, is, I don't know, it's just a little odd. But I could see like, yeah.
We would wake up together, stream together, and hang out with each other all night. She quickly became my best friend. And someone that I felt for the first time I was in love with. We hung out all day, every day. We were always so happy with each other.
Often help people or let them stay at the place.
Playing games until the night, loving every moment we were with each other.
Like, I genuinely just at the time viewed her as, you know, someone who I enjoyed her content, and I thought I could help her get out of a bad situation when she had no other friends or people to do that. But I mean, I now realize that was quite futile, but it's like a stereotype, the wounded healer, you know. It's like in a way like avoiding my own problems by trying to fix other people's problems. But regardless, it wasn't me plotting for that pussy. Nah, this pussy was not plotting for that pussy. I promise you that, biatch. Holy shit.
It felt poor. Jack,
Even though
relax.
your dad did
I remember one
actually
day I left my house.
initiate you.
She called me just so we can be on the phone together, as we always did. And we were playing a song called Falling in Love with You with Elvis came on, and I felt that love. First time I felt love for a girl, and I thought I'd want it to never let it go. The first year of our relationship, we almost had no fights. We started to date officially in January of 2022, and up until my cancellation, everything was perfect. She brushed over that I threw water bottles or my phone near her, but that wasn't during fights. I want to make that very clear. It would be me throwing my phone on my bed when I brushed my teeth. She did tell me.
So this is like this is where they diverged completely. She said that he threw his phone at her in anger to the point where she even had a black eye from it at a point. He's saying that he would toss his phone on the bed when he went to take a shower and she was getting bruises from that. I don't know, man. No, I'm vegan, okay? And yeah, I don't know. I'm not like equally attracted to like males and females. In a way, I admire women more aesthetically and am more interested in women in general, I guess, interaction wise. But as far as like loving someone and like dating them, yeah, I just don't really see that. Especially not with a bitch. Like
She got a bruise from it, and I stopped. That's all that happened. I will throw you and show you an example, chat. I'm brushing my teeth. Right here. Look at me.
So, like this, I don't know. It's a lot of details, like, but I don't know, chat. What do you think? It seems like a bit much to actually act out like the throwing of the phone.
I would throw my phone on the bed. I would just lob it over because I was going to bed. So I would just throw the phone. That's it. And when that's the whole thing. I didn't throw it at her. I want to make that very clear. I never threw it at her. I never hit her. And she even said in her situation that she bruises easily. She brushed over that I threw water bottles with her on my phone near her, but that wasn't during our fights. It would be throwing my phone on my bed when I brushed my teeth. She did tell me she got bruises from it, and I stopped. That's all that happened. That's it. I did feel a lot of stress over the time of our relationship up until this point from her stalkers. From the ones that would show up at her old house, and also stalkers that just had from her TikTok postings.
Too many.
We found after being with each other that her stalkers had a lot from would come to her a lot from her short form content. These people were schizophrenic and would think that she is talking to them. Whether it was songs she played, the way she looked at the screen, or just the titles of the videos, these people started to feel she was talking to them and come to our house to stalk her. These people thought in their heads they were dating her. They were out of their mind and dangerous. I told her, if we're going to be serious about this relationship, I need her to stop posting as much and to not farm these people. She agreed and understood that it was a safety concern for not only me, but the house. Russell, Simply, Corey, or anyone that was in my house or anyone that was near us. She agreed that she wouldn't want to hurt anyone else and knew that posting these types of TikToks and posts can mess with us and is something I'm not comfortable with as a guy. So she would tell me that if I had a problem to let her know. And at first it was minor things here and there, but over time it got harder and harder to deal with. There were more stress on top of this. We both had to hide the relationship from everyone. If anyone found out or was known, I could get in a ton of trouble with OTK and cause a ton of problems. Would you guys stop spamming never sub, never donated? Okay, relax. I told her if we were going to be serious about this relationship, I need to stop posting as much and to not farm these people. And then there was more stress on top of this. We both had to hide the relationship from everyone. If anyone found out or was known, I can get in a ton of trouble with OTK and can cause a ton of problems in my life. So I lied to all of my old friends, S-Fan included, who lived just next door to me, and everyone in OTK. And that was very hard for me to do.
Patience, actually, if you want to at some point, I'd love for you to come up and talk about the content house. I'm sad I cannot go, but I have Dalmatian Dog is going to be here in this next upcoming week. So the timing is just not going to work. But I do want to cover the situation and get the inside scoop. So yeah, let me know if you want to call in, and I'll drop the link.
We'll pass.
We had a doggy door between our rooms just so we can hide it from everyone else, including my roommates. We would lock the doors to avoid our roommates finding out. As time went on, they found out, but to most of our friends in the Austin circle, they never officially knew. That stress alone would drive anyone mad, but our love for each other was strong, and we knew we can handle it.
It's in California.
In September in
It's coming up very
2022,
soon.
a lot of you guys know, I was canceled by Trainwrecks and others trying to claim I covered up sexual assault. It was proven wrong, but that destroyed my mental health. I felt like my brain cracked, and I was never the same since. I was suicidal, depressed, and I didn't know what to do with my own life.
Cheers to that.
Every day felt like an absolute nightmare. I was losing OTK, my mental health, and all my friends.
Yes.
Emiru was one of the only people that were there for me. She ditched sponsors to go with me to Japan.
Dry our lips.
She went with
You
me
don't
anywhere
even
I needed
know?
because she wanted me to be happy.
Dude.
And she knew sometimes I freaked out.
Well, I
lashed
guess
out,
maybe they're being coy about
but she
details.
loved me and she knew I was in a terrible mental place. It got so bad that stress and constant
Dude,
talking about the same
stop
things over and
saying
over
that.
and no
That's not
sleep
cool.
and depression that most of my hair started to fall out and Emiru started to hurt herself while we were in Japan. As this time happened, I was a massive wreck. I couldn't think straight, and being that Emiru hung out with me all day, she too started to become high-strung. Ugh. Fuck. We would yell at each other, fight, and argue all the time. Things we never once did. I felt this relationship was taking a huge strain, but I thought it could be fixed over time since things were just so amazing that first year. But I'm so gay. But as we stayed around longer, I started resenting her a lot more. You can take it out of remote only mode. But as we stayed around longer, I started resenting her a lot more.
This is Mizkif, who is feuding with Emiru right now over some very serious
Emiru has a
allegations.
lot of rabbits. It was her calling when she first moved in. These were a big part of her life. But as those rabbits moved out of her room and into the living room, they started to see disgusting neglect. No food, no water, sometimes not having clean bedding for weeks. I, along with many others who would come over, would give them what they needed, and I would tell her all the time to take care of them, but to no avail. She completely neglected those rabbits, so much that many of them just died over 1 year of being around in my house. My cleaning ladies would clean them just because they felt terrible. And my brother once came over and said, and I quote, "If you ever marry this woman, I'll never forgive you." I didn't even know there was TTS going on.
I mean, that's a lot of rabbits. Some people do hoard pets. It's like an issue they have.
Hold on one sec.
I mean, I guess now I have 2 pets, so maybe I'm on that track. But I've always very much loved animals, and yeah, I would hold them to a higher standard of living than I hold myself to.
Here is a video up close of Emiru's rabbits.
It's coming up.
These are small little mites that are inside the rabbit cage, and she didn't care. She completely neglected these animals, and I'm not going to sit around and let people say that she didn't. People who came to my house knew that they were neglected. This is an up-close view of the rabbit cage being completely disgusting and neglected. She left them to die. and I'm not going to sit here and have her pretend she didn't. It's fucking disgusting.
I mean, that's really bad. That is bad, but I think the rabbits were at his house.
This is a video from my own brother. I didn't record this.
Ew. That is.
These are mites all around her cage.
Yeah. I mean, he said his brother took that,
Okay.
but still, like, the fact, like, they're very low maintenance. So it's like
I would tell her to take
someone I
care of
knew
them
was
all the
fucking
time,
that,
but
I
to
would
no
just do
avail.
it. I would just
She completely neglected those
throw the
rabbits,
water.
so much that many died just over a year or
Change
two of
the
being
bedding.
around in my house. My cleaning
Oh,
ladies
you
would
let
clean
them-
them just because they felt bad, and my brother once came over and said that if I marry her, he'll never forgive me. In fact, when Maya came over during my cancellation, she actually commented on Emiru's rabbits and said, "These rabbits are completely neglected and this is disgusting." Emiru wouldn't clean the cages, and the smell became so bad that we started to have the rabbits just be outside.
We don't even know if that
I
could
told her
be
if that's the case, she's
not
got to
even
make
her
sure she's
cage,
giving them
you know,
water.
honestly.
Because they are her responsibility. Instead, these rabbits were left outside in 100-degree heat with no food or water or anything.
Give them some
Most of the
water,
time being in
dog,
cages with no
dude.
bedding besides poop all over the place. Emmy didn't care. She would sit inside and play League of Legends all day. And what this showed me is that I don't want her to be my children's mother, and I couldn't see myself marrying her.
Wow.
The fights from these times started to get worse.
Sometimes my brother
I would
throws,
constantly
like,
want to be
litter
farther
box
and farther
like
from
that,
her.
So I would just.
I would use her for content, but after stream would want to be alone. I didn't know how to break up with her or end things. She was a co-owner of my org, the only person I knew, and the strain of the relationship and hiding the relationship was really taking a toll on me. On top of that, the stalkers were getting worse. One stalker came to my house, and I had to point a gun at him for 30 minutes until the cops came.
She's disputing that. She said that
These stalkers
was
are no
outside,
joke.
and he
And
had
the
a gun
pressure
to
from the
his side,
relationship,
for it.
the anger I felt, and the stalkers,
Yeah.
and the stalkers as a whole really made us lash out at
Right.
each other.
That
She would tell me
is
that she
like
doesn't
that.
realize what she's doing, that she didn't understand what she was doing wrong. But I would constantly tell her on and off stream that she needs to do more because these stalkers are getting worse. I know I wasn't perfect with my language or tone throughout this entire relationship. I know I wasn't. And I was aggressive at times. In regards to being controlling, I told her many things. I told her to dress older, to stop wearing pajamas, to stop talking about stalkers and schizos as a whole, stop talking about past relationships, and yes, I didn't want her to travel without me. I also said that I didn't want her to hang out with specific people. This is because I didn't want her to get hurt. I didn't want Emmy to get assaulted. I didn't want some man to do something to her when I'm not there, and I wanted to keep her safe. And I know with how my mental was and who I was back then that I didn't do everything right. I know I could have done better, and I'm sorry. I know I was controlling, and I should have just ended the fucking relationship, but I was so confused as a person. And I'm sorry I did it. I'm sorry things got to this fucking point, man. The last 9 months of this relationship, things got extremely fucking toxic. I told her to move out. She didn't move out on her own. I told her to move out because I wanted space, but she still wanted me around at all times. She would get upset if we didn't sleep together or if we weren't around. She always wanted me to drive over to her house, but I never wanted to because I wanted to be alone. And that increased our fights. But the stalkers continued, and I got even more stressed. They started to take pictures of me whenever I would drive to her house.
What do her stalker's actions have to do with her? I mean, I get that creates a scary atmosphere. Trust me, I get that. But, like,
Sorry.
you know, it's not.
They knew my every movement.
Unfortunately,
I couldn't
part of being
take
a
it.
content creator, I
Between
guess.
the rabbits,
Yeah,
the stalkers,
it's just
and the
some
overall ability to handle
rabbits and
situations with each
stalkers,
other,
familiar
I knew
people.
this wouldn't last. But I didn't know how to get out of the relationship. She did not want to move out. As for me telling Cheddar to leave my house, he was swatting at Chompy constantly and making him bleed.
Shut the
I not only was the one that wanted her to move out first, I was the one that wanted the cat out of the house because he was attacking my cat. Every month went by the last year, and our fights started to get louder. We were breaking up with each other almost weekly. Fights were getting more aggressive, and shouting began to increase. I was not perfect, and I reflect on those situations with poor taste to myself. I'm ashamed that the situations got so bad, but Emmy was also violent. She would throw clothes or plushies at me, and I punched holes in the walls or slammed doors in aggression. I one time did say I was going to kill myself during an argument, but Emmy did this as well numerous times. She would constantly say she's going to kill herself in arguments, and I have a picture where while I had a gun pointed at one of her stalkers who came to my house while she was in Kansas, she told me she was going to kill herself out of aggression of the situation while it was happening.
Right? What's up with that? Like, it seems very
I'm just going to leak everything because I don't really care. This is the situation. I told her that a stalker's at the house. I'm freaking out. What is happening? Can you call me? I'll call you. I literally want to kill myself. I can't take this anymore. I feel so alone and like a problem. So just want to show this. She was also using the I want to kill myself a lot in our situation and relationship. This is while I had a gun pointed at one of her stalkers. This stalker who was at my house, his background picture was Emiru. And when he talked to the cops, he was in love with her and thought that she was talking to him. It is disgusting what these stalkers can do. I will say this. The fact that this guy came to my house and the result of it was a cop brought him down the street to a QT, which is a 7-Eleven, 15 minutes away, and that's all they did, is terrifying for these girls and terrifying for the situation in general.
That's brutal. There's updates to this that we can follow up on. This is just the main.
Sorry.
And it's interesting.
I knew that the relationship wasn't healthy at this point. I knew we had to end it and soon. One day, Emmy posted a very provocative picture, one that she knew I would hate, and she posted it to make me upset. She admitted that she made me upset with it, and we got into a heated argument, and I broke up with her. We broke up for about a month, then got back together because we thought we can make it work. We went to get food at BJ's, a common place where we would get food, and then we went back to her house. We cuddled for about 30 minutes and started to kiss.
Ooh, yeah.
She said that she was okay with this on her stream, and I started to advance to the next stage because I thought that's what she wanted.
Okay.
She yelped, and I immediately sprung up and was scared if I did anything wrong or did wrong in general.
Wait.
I got sprung up because I fed the house. We cuddled for about 30 minutes and started to kiss. She said that she was okay with this on her stream, and I started to advance to the next stage because I thought that's what she wanted. She yelped, and I immediately sprung up and was scared if I did anything wrong or did wrong in general. I got scared and left the house. I apologize if that made Emmy uncomfortable for me not saying sorry, and I wish I said sorry back then.
Yo.
But we got back together soon afterwards.
What did
and during those last 2 months where we were fighting,
what happened?
We were still fighting, but it did feel like the relationship had good progress. And we were both agreed we need to talk about our future. Since it's been 3 years, we should see what we want. And Emmy had an idea to write down everything we wanted on paper. I'm going to let everyone know that what I'm about to say is very true. This is exactly what happened.
As
and she
opposed to
cannot
everything
argue
else
this.
I just said.
One day, after staying over Emiru's house, Emiru made me breakfast, and she wrote down everything she wanted. She wrote she wants me to move closer to her. She wrote that she wants me to marry her.
So
and she wants
I gave
kids
it
with
to you.
me in the next 5 years. And I just looked at this letter that was staring in front of me, and I just handed her back the paper. She began to cry, and I told her, I'm sorry, I just can't do this anymore. I knew we were just beyond the point of toxicity in the relationship, that our trust had completely died, and that we had so many issues that I couldn't deal with it, and I was not mentally well. I walked away. I went to her door, and as I opened it, the last words I ever heard her say is, "Don't go. I love you." That week, I made flights to Japan because I didn't want to sit around and wait to possibly get back together again. I have never talked to her in person since. I have messaged her numerous times wondering why I have been removed from OTK, Discords, and I was very scared because I didn't know what was going on.
Yep.
Nobody was talking to me or contacting me, and I have had so much regret. Times where I wanted to go back, times where I've drunk messaged her love letters, as you saw on stream. But after 10 months, I know we're much better off without each other. I did see her at a party once at Simply's house. The house was very small, and I opened the door. I said, whoops, and proceeded to talk in the other room about what I possibly did wrong, and began to bawl out and be depressed because I just saw my ex-girlfriend. I want to make it very clear. I was not following her, nor lingering around her. I was with others the entire night. The house is about 2,000 square feet with about 50 people there. I, of course, was near her, but I was never following her. This year has been very hard for me, and I'm sure for her. I even went to Japan and drank every single night just to sleep. Going from being with each other for 3 years straight and trauma bonding to be completely alone is such a difficult thing for both of us. I began therapy in February of this year with EMDR therapy, something she recommended me when we were dating. I'm very happy to say that I feel better than ever, and I've gotten a lot of the stress I've had away. I've also moved from Austin myself, and I've had a lot of trauma lingering from there as a whole, and I feel a lot better from that.
Oh, that's your boy.
I truly hope nothing but the best for Emmy. I know she said a lot of these things today, and I do believe a lot of them were false, but I do hope nothing but the best for her, and I'm sorry that any of this happened. I hate that we're in this situation, and I hope that she can move on. We were in a toxic relationship. I saw that.
You went to
realized
Japan
over the years over the years of 2 relationships now online that I'm a horrible boyfriend and I have a lot to work on for myself. I've been single for the past 10 months, and I plan to stay that way. I'm continuing to go to therapy and work on myself, not just for me, but for the people around me. Okay. That's it. If you're wondering if it's scripted, the answer is, of course it is. I wrote it out because I cannot freeball this. This is a very serious situation.
It maybe isn't the word.
I want to make this real.
Right? Dude, this response.
Okay.
Oh. Wait, there's an updated one that I'm very curious to see. So that's basically the gist of it. He posted something that I haven't even watched yet. Let's see if he just text that wrong, whatever. The truth? 3 hours ago. Let's go.
Is this goodbye? No, it's not goodbye. Not at all. Explain yourself. I will. There's some people that are saying some pretty crazy things. I haven't even gone on Twitter. I saw other things. I'm like, damn. But I've been around for 10 years now. A lot of you guys know, pretty far away from this stuff at this point. But I am totally okay with exposing a lot of things and saying things. At this point, I think it's pretty obvious. I will not be friends with any of these people after this. Ludwig was right. I am going to completely separate myself from these people in this community, which is fine, and I've already been doing it. But I have hundreds of messages and DMs from people, things that people probably would never want to get released that are very interesting for everyone. And I will be releasing it as time goes on, because why not? Before that, I would like to address everything that was said today. I wrote this myself, so I don't know if it's even good. I am not the best writer, as a lot of you know. I have half my screen right now is red because I can't write for shit. It's not through ChatGPT. Shut up. So this is April of 2021. We met online when we were playing AT&T Annihilator Cup. This is me and Emmy. I was introduced to her through it, but it was pretty obvious that Emiru had feelings for me as well. She told her to come move in with me in Austin because she had a stalker.
Okay,
and we want to make content.
I didn't see it was uploaded 3 hours ago. That's what I just played. That was not. Huh. Well, then maybe he doesn't have anything. Let's see if Emiru does. I think she did. So this was the initial video. Let's see what happened at TwitchCon, because I didn't even fully understand that. This is the whole fucking
Wake the up, samurai! We have a city to burn. Okay, so
I don't know why I said it was supposed to be 3 hours.
You guys will have to forgive me because I'm not meant to be doing streams like this. I'm meant to be playing fucking dress up in my room, playing video games, okay?
Yeah, it was just...
I do not want to have to do like a stream like this. Like, it feels like I'm doing like a fucking press conference or something. But first of all, hope you guys are all feeling okay. Sorry you had to see that. You know what I'm supposed to be doing right now?
All right, actually, I want to move to a different story that D-Dog showed me. And he posted this, actually. And this is a 13-minute video going over this chess player and streamer named Daniel Naroditsky. And he was accused of cheating by this, like, kind of psycho sadist, weirdo Russian, like, you know, legacy player who, he accused him of cheating. And ultimately, Daniel took his life quite recently, and it's caused a lot of fallout. And it's pretty interesting. It's getting more and more coverage. So that was one of the things. Now the real thing, exactly. And there's a lot of like updates that are happening to this, and yeah, I found it to be interesting and disturbing. Yeah, it shows you the power of like what it could be intense for people to deal with them.
Now he starts to analyze the game, and it's pretty clear the tension
Queen
is here.
H4. I have never cheated. I did not cheat in the games that he is clearly.
The guy who said that he proves it's cheating, like I want to know which GM said that.
Don't play a victim, please, and don't play this Hikaru Nakamura game.
Ben.
What did I ever do? What did I do to you? Other than treat you with respect?
Again, you're manipulating and lying. Anything can be on this wall theoretically, yeah. Danny is looking at this wall permanently when playing game.
But it's getting
like this makes me furious. This is unacceptable.
Hey, it's supposed to.
I saw something, then I started to ask players, different players. I asked 5 players. Not a single one told me that bishop c8 would even cross his mind in this position, especially in 3-4 seconds. Because you see how much time.
Bishop somehow. No, I guess I don't. Bishop c8 is very interesting.
Yeah, 5-7 seconds. Yeah, he says bishop c8 is very interesting. I mean, what's the point of the move? And I asked a person, I gave him this position, few seconds. He's a strong grandmaster, and asked him, what would you play? So you see the answer, h6. I'm asking anything else? Not really. I would play h6 almost immediately. I'm saying that, by the way, on top of that, he's also like very strange. He's looking up. I tell here, and the answer. I mean, I didn't make it up. For me, this bishop c8 is enough. I don't need any more proof.
And the amount of people who are like fully buying the bishop c8 thing, I thought it was a joke. I thought it was a spoof at first when it was. So that's why I didn't take it seriously. I've been aware of it for like 4 months. I thought it was a joke. But that Jan retweets it and a modern Super GM, this is, you know, Salem witch trials level, you know, delusional. The guy who said that he proves it's cheating, I want to know who it is. Like, I want to know which GM said that.
Online space.
Now, I think a lot of them were under. I feel like a lot of them were under the impression that I played Bishop C8. I'm positive of that. I did not play it. I played the move that they all said, which was H6. I mentioned it. So let's be totally clear on what this charge is. The charge is I mentioned as a candidate move in a quiet position 2 years ago on a stream. It played the most natural move, and that proves that is the smoking gun. That I committed the crime of thought crime, literally thought crime 2 years ago in one position. A move that happened for a completely unrelated reason to be the number 2 move of Leela, which I have never downloaded in my life. Are you like, this makes me furious. This is unacceptable. I literally explain my logic too. I said first thing I noticed is after e3, his bishop looked like it could get trapped, so I needed to control the e5 square. That's what I noticed in 2 seconds. How do you control the e5 square? There's a rook on e8. There's a bishop blocking it. I thought about moving it back. It's the most natural square. I could find a million examples of this, probably in his games too. But the amount of people buying the bishop c8 argument, like, is just, it's scary. It's terrifying, actually. that any GM believes this. Any GM on the planet is buying the Bishop C8 thing is absolutely terrifying. That Nepo is buying it is terrifying. And because it shows you that even in a game where literally skill is above everything, you can insert a twisted delusion and people will actually like buy it. And all of this is delivered with so much contempt for everything I say. Every time I open my mouth, it's what I say is not acceptable. It's too complicated, or it's too simple, or there's not enough lines. What did I ever do? What did I do to you? Other than treat you with respect, as I still do. As I still do, and try to like depersonalize it, even though it's hard. I mean, come on, dude.
I notice a kind of strange eyes behavior, yeah? Again, it can mean different things, but it's really weird, you will see. Monitor is obviously here, it's obviously there, and what can be here on the right, I don't understand. It's for sure, he's glancing all the time.
Basically, this
all
guy
the time. I mean, what is happening? Into killing himself. And Danya, could you explain where are you looking all the time? Here you see again.
I know it's
looking there. Not really time, to look outside of the monitor when you have few seconds. Yeah, normally. I mean, normally you're so concentrated on the game.
But yeah, Daniel.
Here, he thinks. So I don't know. Pretends to think. I don't know. Fantastic.
That's when the last one, or at least
he's looking there, looking there. I don't understand where is the chat.
That was a nice one.
Yeah, it was a nice one. Yeah, now he starts to analyze the game, and it's pretty clear the tension.
Yeah, Queen H4 is really beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
This is just a sexy move.
The way he commands, the way he doesn't. I mean, it's just he's telling such. I mean, it's not really because after this level, after this game, okay, this guy is top 5. It's a really very top level. And then what he starts to tell when he commands, this is like, okay, this is not even really Grandmaster level. So again, I don't understand. I mean, it's like, this a little bit like this Jekyll and Hyde. Yeah, I mean, what is his level?
As you guys know, I'm just getting right down to business. A lot of events in the chess world recently, the Shevchenko story, but also the trilogy by Kramnik, accompanied by many tweets, accompanied by endless hate and just vitriol in the comments. Calling me all sorts of names, and now comments on my YouTube videos, calling me a cheater, 100% cheater.
Danya, don't play a child, You, first of all, nobody is claiming that you are guilty, and I told it very clearly, and don't manipulate again. This is really not decent. Of course, there was no allegation, not cheating. There were questions, legit questions, which Danya most of it refuses to answer, and what he answers actually is, I'm sorry to be straight, but it's embarrassing because it just doesn't fit, and I'm going to prove you right now that it's simply not fitting.
I consulted with a trusted super GM who I think is on my side here, and he suggested that that even among the super GM community there is enough quote-unquote suspicion with the eye movements in particular, that it's worth just doing this really quickly just to establish the extent of slanderous lies and the depths to which this has descended to.
Danya, this is the first. Who is lying here? What are the slanderous and what are the lies? Please, can you tell me where exactly did I lie? So, and if you cannot, and you cannot because I don't lie, I give facts and I ask questions, so please don't manipulate public, so in such a cheap way. If I lied somewhere, please tell exactly where I lied, and there was no slander at all. It was a legit questions, which you, most of which you don't address here. But that one which you address, I'm sorry, but I have many new questions.
If there's a small step that I can take to expose the malice and foolishness, and most importantly, just like the mendacity and manipulation in everything that he's saying and doing as part of this sudden character assassination, when most importantly, let me establish once again, I have never cheated. I did not cheat in the games that he is clearly, not accusing me of cheating in. Did absolutely not.
Again, you are manipulating and lying. Let me put it very straight, because there was no manipulation, there was no, there was nothing wrong in everything is what I'm saying.
3 more hours,
is
okay? If you don't
according
like
to
this
the fact.
segment,
I will share a few things about what I'm prepared to, what I would have been prepared to do if these suspicions had been phrased in a good faith manner. I'm not prepared to do these things anymore because clearly the party on the other side is not interested in actual dialogue or is not interested in me proving anything at all, but rather in just harassment. And, maybe it's tied to like hatred for chess.com. I'm not going to speculate.
yeah.
But I'm not just going to like sit idly by if there's something easy I can do to disprove some of the worst allegations. You can see that here is OBS, which is open right now. This is on the monitor to my left. But normally when I was playing Title Tuesday, I would have this open right now, the chat open right now.
What's up, Quad?
This is the chat.
Okay, the source of
again, the font size might have been slightly different.
Great work on that.
But it's a monitor. And then to the right of the monitor is my actual laptop.
That's a joke, by the way.
Here's the chessboard, chess.com. I have nothing else open other than Spotify and settings. I'll close settings. That's it.
Not seeing no one.
As I never had anything open then.
Only absolute
and
pictures.
yeah, the webcam sits on top of the laptop right here, where you can see that my laptop webcam is on. I'll turn it off, but this is where the webcam sits. Behind me is just a wall.
Yeah, it's just a wall. Anything can be on this wall theoretically. Yeah, and it's very interesting with what intensity and interest Danya is looking at this wall permanently when playing game.
In front of me is this couch. That's a book on Ian Fleming. Don't worry, that's not Stockfish. There are some wires on the floor that weren't there previously. They're old wires from laptops and stuff like that. My monitor is there as well. To the right is a window. I sometimes look out that window. There are trees. Nobody can climb on top of it. And this store just has some chairs in it. I'd be happy to open and show it. And then to my right is the door to the outside world. Behind me, you can see, again, old chargers, just wires, etc. And that's my legs. This is the actual table. There's a printer, lamp, my phone, which is usually on the other side of me. But that's basically it. The ceiling has no dents or nothing installed on it. Just wanted to make sure I'd be happy to provide a square inch by square inch breakdown.
Please, if you answer something, don't play victim, please. Nobody is condemning you, and don't play this Hikaru Nakamura game. But please, maybe next time you answer, I would really appreciate if it would fit with reality, your answers, because here it's a clear proof it doesn't. And so please, next time you record something, answer me where are you looking at. And the second, if you pretend that I lie or I manipulate or something, well, next time maybe you give factual explanation what exactly, because you will not find.
The whole don't be a victim mentality. I'm just asking for for reasonable measures to be taken with players who have an anomaly. Well, why didn't you start with that then? Why didn't you start by saying, listen, Daniel, with full due respect to you, I'm uneasy given this, and this. It's not an accusation, nothing personal, but could I kindly request you to play with a second camera whenever possible? I would immediately install a second camera with no questions asked. No questions asked the same day. I would have streamed with the second camera. 800 cameras if you'd like. Was it delivered in that way? No. Okay. So is that truly what you want then? I don't think so. Am I saying anything crazy right now? Am I being
As for the charges themselves, yes, they will be properly responded to in good time. Trust me, I'm not leaving anything alone here. But just, if you take the bird's eye view and you put yourself in my shoes, like, hopefully I spelled out how I think.
All right, so it's very tragic. Sorry, I just went into go under celebrity clubs because I wanted to post emoji, but I mean, it's a very tragic story, and that guy seems to obsessively want to destroy him and couldn't accept that maybe this young kid was outshining his legacy or something, and he felt challenged by that and the need to destroy him. But to switch it up on a completely different note, before I forget, and then we're going to move on to the next segment, which involves someone who I'm mutuals with named EmpathChan, who I followed on X. I believe her accounts get deleted on a regular basis, and she is extremely controversial, but she had a run-in with DariusIRL where she called him a hard R. But we can watch the clip, and we'll get into all that. But first, I would like to get into this. All right. First up, Romano Production. Look at this beautiful dog. Lassie. What a dog model that is, honestly. And then next up, very popular, well-known chatter celebrity who goes by the name of BB. And what do you know? Brody, Barbetta, and Bean in the house. We have a bee theme going on with all these pets. Very cute. Very Brody. Oh, wait. Is that their full name? Brody, Barbetta, Bean. Oh, wait. That's the same dog. All right. It's one dog. 3 names. Much like most legal adults have. Look at this Lily. Beautiful pup. Very relaxed beagle. Enjoying her time. Oh, looks like Tilly. Gamer of the Dams. Pup Tilly, who has been on stream before. Sugar Mama Titus. That's my Piper. She's our new pup. Very cute. Looks like a professional picture. And then we have pets of the past. That's me and Coco, who I got in 2001 after my first mental breakdown around 9/11. Before emotional support pets were a thing. Coco was my emotional support pet and lived a very long, happy life and lived at many punk houses and even had a little studded collar. She was a very famous punk dog celebrity. And then Darby. That was my last sweet little boy. My sweet little boy Darby, who I found on the street. And I had for about 7 years with joint custody with my ex. We'd go back and forth. But he was a very, very cute, sweet boy. Anyway, up and on to the next. No post report for story. Ooh, controversial favorites. It is. It's a very sad story. That guy seemed very sweet. Brody. You know, I love Brody Dell, and that's still my most viewed video on the channel is my Brody Dell video. I had some like very popular K-pop shorts, but I deleted like 2 million views of K-pop shorts when I was trying to get monetized. All right, let me show you what happened when DariusIRL went with Destiny to some like Unfuck America tour event, and they ran into EmpathChan, who's known as having like far right views. It's hard to tell. I think they're kind of just a, just a troll. I don't know if they're very serious about having super far right beliefs, but they did at some point carve a swastika into their body. So, but she's pretty. So
you guys have met before?
I don't think so. Hi.
Firm handshakes.
Hi.
Nice.
That's not so erudite. And EmpathChan talking to our good pal DariusIRL.
Meet you guys. So, like, what do you guys think about like each other?
I don't know anything about EmpathChan.
Okay. Do you guys like? Are you guys both liberals? You guys here for the?
I'm a liberal.
Yeah, I know. At least she's delivering.
I've heard like people say broadly like that, like something negative about EmpathChan, but I'm sure she's heard people say negative things.
I mean, broadly.
Yeah.
For the most part, yeah.
People say negativity towards me, and I'm like, obviously, like I'm like the coolest guy in the world. So it's like,
definitely nothing bad.
it's inevitable.
never in my life, dog.
Nobody ever deserves it.
I've never deserved anything that's happened to me. Dead ass.
I've never deserved anything that's happened to me. Are you not like an empowered agent of your own life? Like that's his first problem is if you just view yourself as something that life is happening to and it's out of your power or control to change it. And you have no responsibility for any situations you create.
Yeah, so how do you guys feel about like,
I've been there, I get
you
it.
guys, like, the best fats you can get, decent protein.
Those are interesting earrings.
Thanks.
I fuck with them.
They're
Cool.
boned.
They remind me of.
Go to Ren Fair.
You guys know that one girl from that Studio Ghibli movie?
Princess Mononoke?
Yes, reminds me of that.
Bays.
Yeah.
She's like queen.
Yeah,
she's
she's pretty
like
cool.
my background.
I like Nausicaa more, but okay.
Oh, he's running away.
Where's Steve at? Is he gone? Yeah, he's over there doing interviews now. I think.
He's still, everybody's telling me.
Can you say Jet Neptune's a rapist? And also, can you say Daniel's a rapist actually?
Jet Neptune's a rapist.
Daniel's a rapist as well.
Who, I don't even know who that is.
You know who Daniel is, bro?
He's Jet's friend.
He's Jet's friend.
Oh, okay, well then probably.
Probably by tangential relation. Okay, thank you.
And W. Wait, I like Daniel.
Fuck Jet Neptune.
Yeah, I know. I fucked that whole group of people.
Did you say I fucked that whole group of people? Is that what you said?
No, I said fuck that whole group of people.
I think you said
They're
I
all-
fucked that whole group.
Yeah, no, they're all rapists, low key. They're all rapists and they're all like having some weird sex trafficking cult going on. Yeah, I tried pressing the Daniel guy in real life and he like threatened to beat me up. Didn't happen, but.
He's walking away, bro.
Well, I want to go Steven's over there. I want to go.
We all know that. It might lead into our next clip, actually. All right, I guess the N-word part isn't here. It was on Twitter, though. Let me just try to find it really quickly. Just give me one momento, people. And now that it's dark, you can see the full green light effect. Let's go to Clips Fun Clause. But, yeah, prayers for Darius, as always. And so, yes, the Stan Pepper thing, I covered that 5 days ago. But for those of you who don't know, much like when Xena was pointing a paintball gun at civilians, Sam Pepper did that, but with a firework, at an 8-year-old girl who was injured from the scenario. And I'm pretty sure he's entirely fucked from it and being like kicked off websites, losing sponsorships, which is like, he's trash anyway. And, you know, it's just sad, like, to see someone who's like a grown man thinks like that this is acceptable behavior to go to India and just start shooting at children with like, after he had just almost injured someone else, you know, and like they had narrowly escaped it. He literally pointed at the kids and it was shocking. It was very shocking to watch. So I followed her new X account. And I don't know, I like following kind of like controversial people, and I was even thinking of asking her to come on Celebrity Sunday, but I was unsure about it because it's like I'm already entangled with like a lot of kind of like extreme people online, and it's like, do I need to court that more? You know, do I need to keep diving into that situation over and over? Let's see what's up with Kick. People are going broke.
Do leeches even know how inflated everyone's numbers are by Kick? Or they just blindly follow you thinking this Eddie Cash grab will last forever?
Well, they certainly think that the KCIP will last forever. A lot of them certainly think that with their spending habits. I do wonder how long KCIP will go on for. I mean, I guess it could go on for the entirety of Kick's existence, but that's pretty unrealistic to think of, you know? It's only to help grow Kick. Once Kick grows to a sustainable number, KCIP I don't think will be around.
Alright, what's going on, guys? So I'm going to show you guys, give Diamond, I'm going to show you guys my KCIP, where it's at. Here's the dashboard.
No, I always thought that like the way
you can see
this. I always thought the way that Kick was designed is probably like not only playing on the addictive instincts and gambling, like the desire to gamble amongst like viewers, but it's also playing on that same instinct with streamers by inflating the numbers, giving them that rush, like I have these higher numbers, or whoa, I just got a huge payday. So they're forever, it's like intermittent reinforcement. You know, they're just gonna keep pushing that lever, you know, and hoping that they're gonna get that same rush again. I don't know, there's something that feels pretty messed up about it. Hey, what's up? You came over the dance?
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Anyways,
yeah, Kick, I don't know. I have concerns on the website, but this guy Chicken Andy, I know not personally, but I've seen just through prompts and streams.
Are being thrown up.
And
So I can always
Darius,
see what
whatever.
my mods are doing. All right, I got my eyes on you. All right, let me show you guys. Thank you, Miho. This is what I've made this month so far with KCIP. I will show you what I've made in the past as well, because why not? So here's October. Shout out Miho for the 100 subs. Much love, and thank you for supporting my girlfriend last night as well. So here we got is my streams of October.
Oh.
I know I was calling this month September earlier, and I for some reason
Been a
thought
rough
next
month for many.
is October. I said that a few times, like through some of my streams.
It's because you took a couple weeks off.
Because I streamed for
Took a couple weeks off.
3 weeks off?
Imagine.
It was 3 weeks off.
I just want to take a couple weeks
Finally,
off.
I feel like I finally
Oops,
just
I'm broke.
hit poverty levels of KCIP. Look, here's what you guys can calculate this right now. I'm gonna leave it up on screen. Adrian's gonna tell me something for 2 seconds. Look at this quick. You can calculate. Here's the durations. Here's how long my streams are right here on this right column, durations. And then you can see on the right it says the amount. So you can tap this in. It'll tell you how much I make hourly.
My name is David, and I'm a 25-year-old IRL streamer from Los Angeles, California, currently living in Phoenix,
Peter
Arizona.
Griffin,
I've been streaming
TTS.
since 2018 and mostly do.
What's up?
That's Peter Griffin, TTS.
That's I thought that
adventure,
was familiar.
travel, and collaboration streams with other Kick streamers.
So my next payout.
Chicken spends that in a day. The homeless Kick welfare has run dry. Time to move.
This is my
Most of
next
your
payment.
stream already has been all about her figure out.
Listen.
Oh, speaking
This is
of
my next payment,
that,
right? And this is
let me see if I can quickly pull up. I've been getting some comments from someone who seems to be suspiciously supportive of
Who
Gamer
is-
Asylum.
Who's this comment?
Well, this is from Grimm's Galleries. They said, latest on TGA, which is the Gamers Asylum, Roxy kicked me out of her chat last night, and he came on trying to bait donos, saying I'm broke, LOL, and said he doesn't see his kids. Roxy
Was it
didn't like
person
that.
or was it a different person?
Hey, welcome.
hello.
Melanie. Welcome. It's been a minute. Happy to have you on
Hey.
Celebrity Sunday.
Thank you.
Actually, you could be a good person to ask about. I wanted to look more into the Sarah the Raging Tomato and Andrew Wilson drama because I still don't really understand why he's so angry. Like, but I feel like you're more familiar with that, unless you're not with it.
Not really.
Okay. But are you familiar with there's a streamer iVixie who's had this like he was like a big donor to her channel named Gamers Asylum, who started managing her, and it turns out he's making like dozens of alt accounts to create scenarios where he looked like a victim, and he was like had accounts pretending to be his son, pretending to be like this woman named Cassandra, and all this crazy stuff, and he's still doing it in my comments to this day. So that's been pretty crazy.
That's bizarre.
Yeah, it's very Black Mirror, but
Gamers Asylum has alt accounts in your comments.
yeah.
Love
Let me
that.
let this play for a second while I try to find that real quick.
definitely because of the subs.
I'm sure this desktop stream
Total
can
get the
become
subs,
bigger than
404.
Skim
You know,
Ask
this might
Andy's
be my
desktop
biggest.
stream.
This might be my biggest total gifted subs.
All CX gang already
Hold up.
booked tickets for the cruise. Shuvi, Tamin, Joel, Benny.
Here we are. October, it's pretty good, you know. So total month of October, 3,475. I mean, poor maxing for sure. But it's the difference of subs that is so. Even if you have low KCIP, I mean, I've still got sub money. Shout out to Miho, because really Miho has dropped a few fat ones on me. And everyone else has, like April, Give Diamond, see Miho dropped 200.
Wait, hold up. I found the,
y'all still be hella supporting me. Cut a bell.
All right. This was underneath the video I did where I was covering the Ivexy situation. And someone named Big Easy Rider said, haven't been keeping up. Seems like Vixie isn't telling the truth or doesn't know the truth. There was a reason the Gamers Asylum had to remain silent about various things. There were contracts with people that had ironclad NDAs that are being dug up in the circuit clerk's office. Cassandra has come forward as a real person and not an alt account when they found her on other social media. His son had long conversations with Vixie explaining why he said certain things, and she still kept her narrative about his son. Most of this seems like Vixie trying to piece things together with very limited and incorrect information. And that's comical because she had receipts for every single thing she was talking about. So what do you think, chat? For people who've been following, is I responded to him as if he was Gamers Asylum because I just believe it very obviously is. Like, he's like, I haven't been following, but by the way,
I don't know who that is, but I thought it was Grim at first. You know, Grim that used to be on Local Test. I thought that's who it was at first.
I meant who this person is, Big Easy Rider.
Oh, I thought you meant Grimm's Galleries in the.
Oh no. This one. I said, nice try, TGA. The betrayer does not seem to like
Gamers Asylum in your comments on a different account.
He's left so many comments. I find it strange that TGA gets hired immediately as a manager after LC Live and Vixie had the best career push she ever had playing a victim, which is so funny. She got publicly fucked by Becky. Like, how is that playing a victim? Like, a situation went badly for her based on another person's poor actions. Like, she never even was very, like, attacking Becky over that. Like, you've got a pretty good Thorpe stream. Can we talk about the criminal charges through DMs?
Is that really OPC in the comments, or is that someone else?
No, that's OPC.
OPC on another rejects channel. It's a different rejects channel.
Oh, wait.
He made a new one by the looks of it.
Who stole my lockout rejects? Wait, what? Watch the already low viewership. Oh my, Shakla, fuck off, people. Like, oh my god, people are so fucking dramatic. All right, let's go back to clips from class.
I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what I've made in past months.
Actually, Melody, I'm curious.
So let's go to September. September, we could.
What do you think about Kick? Like the website. Do you ever do any streaming on there, or do you have any thoughts on it?
Oh no, I'm just on YouTube now. But I have wondered, like, can you play copyrighted music on there?
They're definitely less sensitive about that stuff. You can get away with a lot more there. But it's like become kind of just like a cesspool website with like the worst people doing the worst things. And
yeah, you can get away with pretty much anything because not many people watch what you're posting or anything.
Exactly.
That's why I think you can get away with most stuff.
Yeah, that would be like the only utility for me is I kind of want to do like a DJ type thing, and
I've been streaming on Kick.
It would be better for that. Plus, the other big thing that's a good thing about Kick is that they give you 95%. So, like, out of any gifted sub or anything.
I'm never gonna monetize. Yeah. I feel like it will corrupt my soul.
Yeah, it's a scary prospect. But I feel like they manipulate numbers on the site to kind of like play on people's addictive traits already with like, you know, it's all funded by a gambling website called Stake. And that's how they're able to kind of pay out. They do like an hourly program for streamers, but apparently that program is being like massively cut back. I don't know if maybe because they had so much bad press, like numbers are down or.
I mean, if YouTube's taught me anything, is that you don't even need to do that. You can just like hint at the idea that the algorithms won't favor you if you do something, and streamers will become like superstitious about like, you know, oh my God, are the algorithms going to favor me if I do this, or are they going to disfavor me if I do this? And it's just like, at the end of the day, it's such a bad gig that you don't have control over. Versus like, I'd rather be like busking on the street because at least then, you know, you can set your own rates.
Yeah.
Well, not really, but you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So let's go to September. September, we could see. So here's the difference between
This makes me feel a little better though, because I had like my numbers for earlier in the fall were like great financially, and then it like totally went down in October.
In October, here's the total right here, 3,475. By the way, this month isn't over yet. There's still about a few more days, so this still could go to like $4,000 to $5,000. September, 7,841. We can see total subscribers. We can't see the. So I've doubled. Here's August. August was a pretty good month. 11,900. Okay,
really
that's a pretty good month for August.
That's crazy.
July 26, June 42, May 43.
Whoa.
April
That's
30,
a crazy drop.
March 23, and February 3,000, and January 9,000. So that's about how much I've made this year just from KCIP revenue. I thought I'd just speed run that really quick, but anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and start doing IRL again because we poor maxed our KCIP. We're currently at
He's
the
a poor
lowest our
maxer?
KCIP's ever been. So
What
time
are
to
you saying?
retire.
Because you only made, and it's like making $3,500 in a month. It's like, are his expenses that much? I don't know. Like,
Is poor maxing like an actual term? Is that where like Hormaxer got his name from?
I wonder. I haven't checked in on Hormaxer.
Time to return.
Yeah,
the
here's some advice. Don't check in on Hormaxer.
Yeah.
The bag.
Yeah,
I don't know. Just say it. But anyways.
And who does Hormaxer look
you were
like?
going to make that Thailand trip money forever.
Who does?
Truck
100%.
Daddy.
Trapped. Actually
Down to 7 cases. We were poor maxing. I think it was a speed run. Y'all were joking about Chicken Andy's. You're gonna have $5 KCIP. Honestly, I made that a challenge. I feel like I almost made that a challenge because I knew if I didn't want to hurt my KCIP, I should not stream like this. You can see the trajectory of my, and it just goes down. The only reason why I made $257 is because I streamed for 17 hours. If you still look at this, it's $15 an hour. We officially, on this stream, hit $7. We officially hit $7. Okay? Officially. You guys want to see some of these crazy months? Look at July, dude.
By the way, he just said something really key there.
July.
So he's like, oh, I made a lot on this particular stream because I streamed for 17 hours, which kind of shows that like what the real motivation is for streamers is quantity over quality.
Yeah. I would agree with that in a lot. Yeah.
Like it's good to have like a schedule, right? If you're going to say you're going to stream every Thursday night, stream every Thursday night. But at the end of the day, whoever streams more than you, if they do everything else the exact same, will easily outcompete you.
Yep. Yeah. I don't even have. I
would
don't have
just
the
stream
camera
at random times until I find what schedule would work.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to try out different things and see what your audience likes. I mean, I stream like most days. Sunday's the only day where I have like a set time, you know. And I think of adding another, but I like to stream if I like feel inspired too, which I usually do most days, you know. But
I've noticed that. Sorry, one sec. I've noticed that like Mondays and Fridays seem to be like the big video release days on YouTube. So you're going to be competing with people who are watching long form content and stuff like that. Wednesdays seem to be like a big streamer day, if not Thursdays for some reason. And then Saturdays and Fridays are always just like busy that night for other streams going on. But it's honestly like people become so easily disenfranchised with like panels here and stuff like that. If you were to have a panel at the same time as another panel, you would just eventually pick up like half their audience.
Yeah.
I know. June 43 or yeah, dude. Wow. I mean, these months were
crazy. Hopefully he was putting some of that away. A lot of these, I feel like it's such a gambling culture on Kick too, because it's funded by the gambling company. A lot of the streamers do gambling streams. So I wonder if they get these higher numbers of money and they just start gambling with more stakes, and then, you know,
pretty wild.
We know what they also do. Sorry, but they'll go on another stream and spend it. They'll give it to somebody else. Like YouTube is a good example through like super chats.
Yeah, I like doing that to other streams if I like want to support someone. But
I have the money. I still have the money. But these streams, like you can see, I did 20 hours. 20 hours made almost $3,000. 10 hours and 30 minutes. 12 hours, 2,000. 17 hours, 3,047. I mean, like these numbers. These go back to that.
Yeah, I appreciate his transparency.
We're gonna go back.
It's a crazy change.
I still have the money. I case IP maxed my raced it to $5. It was a challenge. I feel like it really felt like I think it was a challenge. I think I was challenging myself to see how you do right. I think one of the streams I made was like $5,000 or something. Here's a $4,000 stream. 6 minutes. I don't know. There's a lot of like I don't really know all those.
Absolutely, it's TV, yeah.
But these were good numbers. Like that. These were really good numbers. So KCIP definitely like was crazy.
And they just dipped off.
You know, is it this one? It's good. You know, fucking lit, dude. 4,000 here.
Yeah, right. I feel good. I feel good to be able to be in a position to support others.
This was a scavenger hunt. So during the scavenger
hunt,
I
wasn't taking issue with it.
August was when they
more
cut
like
everyone's KCIP. August cut everyone's KCIP by like
it doesn't make sense. You're just getting rid of all the money you made.
And I really wasn't making the same content like I was anyways, so my completely tanked. So I streamed this whole month and made 10K. It was still really good. It was still really good. But they cut everyone's KCIP in half in August. I remember. Y'all remember the big doomsday?
That's
doomsday
crazy. They just cut everyone's in half on a website.
I feel like I've been kind of on a like slow, lingering break since July, August, and now we're September. September's been kind of whatever. This was moving. This was the moving era to Austin. This month, it really was kind of just like fully decompress, play games. You know, I feel like I worked pretty hard. Not hard, but you know, I streamed like every single day. I mean, we go back to this May, and my streams are 20 hours, 17 hours, 16 hours, 15 hours, 14 hours, 14 hours. 13, 11.
You're right. It is. It's like quantity. A lot of times, like that's why
party,
channels do so well, because it's like people are putting out like 20 hours of content. You know, it's crazy, but they get like the watch hours, and the algorithm likes whoever keeps them on the site. You know, the longest amount of time. You know, even if it's trash content.
Boy, prison stream. All right, prison stream. Guard POV, 20-hour long, $4,000.
Hi, this is Mark.
Okay, another
stream
day doing the fishing
Darius was on.
2,000. Prison stream as a guard.
I think so. Yeah.
I don't even remember what I was doing as a guard. I think I was just chilling.
It's around that time. Yeah.
The Ice Poseidon event, dude. Miami with Baked Alaska, driving to Dallas soon, Swampo, okay, this is pretty decent. Driving from Louisiana to Dallas. When is the freaking cruise? Call Kecker. You a cunt, mate. Call Casey. A week? Is it during DreamHack? I'm not going.
DreamHack was that event where DariusIRL got in like 8 fights. I wanted to see what this is too, Buzzy, and I like follow. Does he say average number of viewers? That would have been good, but I don't recall him saying that. Yeah. I'd be curious to know. Being a streamer sucks at everything. It's shameful, really.
Yo. Bro. My life is so hard. Hello? Yep. Thank you so much.
You have a good day.
Yeah, you too. This is just my morning routine I'm taking you through. Okay. I mean, all right. I don't know why you're following me.
Me Any Foreman highlights we should check out? That's the number one thing.
Now I gotta figure out where to go get one. Why are you like following me?
You're a streamer. Call the cops. Call the
What
cops.
are you doing?
Call the cops.
You just got out, girl.
Call the cops.
You just got out, girl.
You said you're calling the cops. Call the cops. Dial it. 911.
What, is Xena asking to be put back in jail again?
I guess so. Like,
oh my god.
That escalated
What do you think is
quickly.
going to happen while you stream all the time? People are
Who's
going to do
that
this.
bad?
You were writing emails. You were making
I heard he
like
went
your
to
mom was
church.
writing emails to my
That's
apartment and
No,
everything
I
too.
didn't.
Oh, so all that's fake?
Other people did that. I didn't do that.
You literally said it multiple times. You
Okay.
even said you wanted me to get kicked out
All
of the
right,
apartment.
leave me alone.
Oh, right. Why are you so scared? We are on public street.
Well, it's scary to get people running up on
It's
you.
cool for you to harass everybody else, though. But you never got that pressure when it's in your face.
She posted a longer.
Why is that?
I don't know what the fuck is that. This is 60 minutes left.
I mean, I did nothing there.
What do you mean? They showed me all the screenshots. You saying you weren't talking and doing all that?
So I talked about you in Discord, so now you're gonna follow me and harass me?
You harassed me. Why can't I harass you back?
didn't harass you.
Yes, you did.
harassed me.
What did I do?
You sat in Discord talking
So I talked
and
to
now
you
you're
in
running.
Discord, and now you're gonna harass me and try and...
You're a streamer. That's what we do.
No, that's not what I do. That is nothing.
Drop one of your
Like maybe you
zips or
could do
whatever.
this at
Leave me alone,
TwitchCon. Maybe.
It's kind of crazy.
You shouldn't be going around harassing people in the first place.
Yeah, and he's like following him. What is Xena? Why? You just got out of jail.
Going to my apartment.
Why are you
No
following
worries,
him?
you're
What are the charges here if she keeps following
Stick up
her?
for myself. I'm the bad guy when I out people for lying
So
all the damn time. I'm the bad guy when I expose the truth all the damn time and then come with receipts. Then it's overkill. Then it's you're evil and malicious. I knew you would do that. You're just proving me right. Yeah, I'm proving you right. Showing your true colors. Yeah, my true colors is I'm not gonna get stepped on and not stand up for myself. I'm not bitch made. You mother out here are bitch made. Then y'all trying to act like I'm the bad guy or I'm doing something wrong. But it was okay for when I was down and I was in jail for 20 days and couldn't even defend myself or say anything, for him to kick me while I was down and I mean, all these bitches to talk their shit.
20
That
days
was
for
okay. But
shooting
when I
some
get
more of the
up
people
and I
done.
start running my mouth, suddenly, Xena, you're crashing out. Xena, you're bad. Xena, da-da-da. Shut the up and come see me about it, bitch. If you got something to say, come see me about it.
Are you kidding me,
As
bitch?
y'all already
You
see
just
on
got-
record,
oh
I
my
don't give
God.
a about beating the out of somebody. I've sat here trying to be cool, trying to be out the mix, taking my meds, trying to turn a new leaf, Xena, and be chill and be cool.
Taking the meds.
For what? Who am I taking meds for? Not me. I don't need them. I don't mind being crazy. I've been crazy my whole
Casuals and
life.
toxics.
All the lies.
I wonder
I'm
if that's
finna put it all out
happening.
there. I'm finna expose everything. I don't
I
give
know
a
she looks great.
anymore.
You know, it's
I got too
distracting
much
for
dirt
the
on
fact that
my-
she's being
Stop
a bad person
playing with
quite
me.
often.
I'm good. We're gonna have an interesting weekend.
After Nerdballer and Jenny got a little too lit, they started liking each other quite a lot. The stream was black so nothing was being seen but certain 18+ noises could be heard and Nerdballer ended up being banned.
What 18 noises are they hearing?
18+. So like
Oh
not safe
my
for
god.
You have to check.
Yeah,
Why he
yeah,
got banned?
yeah. I just checked. It's a temporary ban.
Seriously.
It's
Relatable,
How
but
many
yeah,
days?
agreed.
You have to check the
Take more meds. Yeah, maybe we need to up the dose on that one.
Because I cannot talk with him. He got banned now. So you have to come out. Maybe you know what's happening now.
아니,
How many bottle how many shot drink yesterday?
I don't remember.
Don't remember?
Just welcome now. Why I sleep? I don't know. I don't remember. I nothing to do. Stop streaming.
Yesterday I sleep here alone.
Really?
Nerdballer sleep with you.
What?
Because you and the Nerdballer now same
No,
same
I'm not
room.
even following this part of
I
it.
think it's problem.
What does this have to do with what just happened?
No, not.
Whoa! All right. Oh, I think this is just an entirely unrelated thing, maybe. All right. Another clip I wanted to see. Let me see. I made a little playlist. What's been on your radar, Melanie? Anything? Any hot topics?
Whose radar? Mine?
Well, yeah, you and Melanie.
All I was gonna say is like, if you're a streamer and you wind up in jail, you gotta know people are gonna talk shit. Like it's just expected.
Yeah.
And like I understand, I've had it done firsthand when people talk shit. Well, Ruby still here?
Oh no, it just kicked her out the studio again.
Oh, are we still live? Should I keep going?
Yeah, we're still
until she gets
live.
back?
We're still live.
All right. Sorry about that.
There she is.
I don't know why my laptop does that. I'm back. But
yeah.
I'm sorry. What were you saying?
Like I've experienced it firsthand where like I've had someone remove me from their show, then just continuously talk shit about me when I'm not there. Like you can't have it both ways, right? Like you can't use me to talk shit about me once I'm gone.
Yeah.
So that's one thing. But like when you're in jail, like that's self-imposed. Like you put yourself there and people are going to talk about that. It's ridiculous to expect people not to talk about that. So
yeah,
yes,
agreed.
you're mad and it's understandable. At the same time, you just got to deal with it. That's what you get for being a public figure.
Yeah, that's what she gets for shooting people with paintball guns.
Yeah, it just seems crazy to me that she's like wanting to get in more altercations after she's just getting out of.
I think that's what jail systems
pretty
do in
serious.
the US as well. Is like they make you into like a criminal or something.
Yeah, you have to act tough when you're there at the very least. So when you come out, you have that mentality
but
of
she's
it's
now
me against the
acting-
world.
But she's still choosing to act tough, and that could get her put back inside.
True. All right, let me see what else is on my playlist. What actually happened, Daniel? Is that what we just watched? Let's see.
Overall, I think, you know, we just need to get back into like debating.
Yeah.
I know I'm just plugging myself really, but all of this like drama stuff really brings us down spiritually.
I agree with that. It definitely can have like a real.
Yeah, and I did notice something about Darius after the prison challenge or something, that he ended up changing into an actual criminal or something.
Tell gamer stories. Start wearing these black and white.
Oh God, food shops.
Yeah, I was trying to find. They had a clip of They just had a clip I was looking for of the EmpathChan, where she I believe called Darius the N-word. I couldn't find the video somewhere else.
Neo-Nazis as well. Like these had an affair with Lord and Southern.
In terms of like
It's on there.
I don't know if it's maybe.
Gamers say which exact words? Or gamer says?
Well,
Gamer is a person?
I think they were talking about Gamers Asylum, not Game of the Dam.
Yeah, they're talking about Gamers Asylum.
Oh, okay.
A couple people have been confused about that. I'm like, dude, maybe you should change. Or like,
See, here's the thing, right?
Yeah, but
Like,
me and Gamers Asylum are two different people.
True.
We're not the same person.
All right. Hope I don't accidentally open up porn. Let's see.
So I don't know if this is
Be
like.
careful of that. Don't. Whoa.
That was
Don't.
It was a close one.
That was a close one. Just be careful.
Trying to go to
on
New
here.
York. Yeah, maybe.
Lucky it wasn't a
the
gift.
collapse is gonna happen. It's happening.
What's
All right,
happening?
let's see.
Be careful.
Here we go.
You know who she kind of looks like? Keffels.
Here's the N-word clip, I believe. Yeah, I can see that a little bit. Whoa! Ah! Sorry.
I think you might as well have. What?
Maybe this isn't the best.
Nah, you shouldn't have been
Find the
showing
clip.
that. Don't show it. You can have
Oh,
to.
wait, it's the N-word anyway. I
The
shouldn't even.
hentai depiction of an underage character, canonically underage character, is kind of gross.
All right, let me just literally click on anything else right now.
No wonder Food
That's
Shop
not
likes
show
her
the
so
screen
much.
on Twitter while you're scrolling through.
Let's just look at this.
All right, we're ready to go.
See if
We're
I can
ready.
find the clip.
We're ready to go. Let's start with the Asmongold stuff. Not
Oh.
Asmongold stuff. This is the
Head
whole
of Southern
statement, okay?
Hospital.
So
How do
Emiru's
you
going
know
live.
Trippy's cast? Trippy cast. I think I've interacted with them like a long time ago, back when I was doing that dating show with Princess and Grace.
Oh yeah, definitely that. I almost forgot about that.
Yeah.
But it was also partially, I think, the Thorpes. I think when the brief interaction he had with them, I was just there for that.
Yeah, I remember that.
And also Raging Tomato.
Okay, got it. All right, let's see what the latest.
I do kind of wonder, was Asmongold hinting at this through the course of the day? Because Asmongold must have known that when she went live, this is what was going to happen, right? They must have coordinated in some way that he was going to watch this.
On the clip.
It's on
Well,
my legs. That's the reason
I shouldn't
why.
have an N-word clip
Well,
anyway.
usually I don't do that or have any of that. I'm a big mouth reaver.
He's
Oh, yeah, I'm
talking about
definitely
why
acting like
he-
corn bomb.
He's talking about why he has
I-
to piss so much, like me. He actually drinks water to lubricate his mouth so that he's not like dry mouth the whole time.
Take my phone everywhere I go, and also it's because I check my phone every single time that I go when I use the bathroom.
Let me turn it down.
I will say this much: we shouldn't shame people for having messy places, but I do find myself wondering if we can see his floor or not.
I mean,
very
agreed.
distracting.
I've had various states of being able to see the floor or not, but yeah, it is. You think like he's like got to be a multi-millionaire. He could probably do a better background visual than that. You know?
Yeah, just hire. I know that I'm not the first person to say this. Just hire a house cleaner, dude.
Yeah, at that point.
He's been hinting at months. Yeah. Oh, we've been covering all of the hints that Asmongold's been dropping about this, right? Like, and the hints Emiru's been dropping. We've watched all of the hints. We've been following it, and now it all pays off. I will say again, we just have to give a little bit of a shout out to all of the totally deranged schizoids that knew this was happening, that pointed out that it was happening, that kept on talking about it over and over again while everybody else didn't want to hear about it, right? All of these people, every single one of them, massive victory for them, okay? There have been people who've been talking about how Mizkif abused Emiru since like 2022, all right? And this is their day as much as anybody's.
I didn't even know that was bad. Yeah, I thought being a mouth breather was normal.
Oh, let me
And
turn
then
them up.
somehow it wasn't. Give me a second. Speak. Why does it need legs? Gonna happen.
How long do we go here? Oh, there she is.
She fucked up.
Now, weirdly, for me, the place, oh my god, I need water so badly. Oh, I'm gonna voice crack so badly during this. Jesus. Hold on.
He's not used to
So I
talking
watched
as much
some
without
of this,
Kelly
but I
Jean.
watched more the end. I didn't watch as much of the beginning.
Welcome, Jim.
Okay.
Thank
So
you.
that's
Oh, hello, Jim.
How's it going?
Not too bad.
I've been enjoying the streams on Boy Outlaw. There was sometimes I miss them though, and then the VOD disappears.
Yeah, a bunch of the things that I do are cringe and not TOS worthy. So
Yeah,
I end
that's,
up
I
deleting
figured
them.
maybe TOS would be a thing. Yeah, but I enjoy the panel.
You say that You say that as if you tune in when I'm not saying the most kindest things.
I do. I enjoy it. I enjoy it either way. You know.
That's where we're gonna start here, where she starts up. I don't actually know anything that she says here, so.
What, she forgot how
very
to
interesting
stream?
to know.
Jesus.
Still sick from the RV trip, unfortunately. So you'll have to forgive me for my cough.
Oh, he's gotta
It's
fix his
crazy,
audio
bro.
levels. Yeah, I got
How
that.
do you
Bingo
get
bang.
this far and
Bingo
not
bang
get
bang.
naturally selected with genes that get you sick from an RV trip
though.
for 2 weeks? Because I feel like, somebody like that would get naturally selected.
That's not how that works.
Already for a while.
He'll
I'm
get
just being
naturally
honest.
selected.
He's got to fix the audio levels, right? For the love of God, please, man,
Yeah, the
please,
audio's
man.
terrible. I'm looking for like another video.
I would die for her voice though.
Where the fuck did it go?
She has.
Hey, what's up, guys?
She does have a cute like anime voice.
But it doesn't even sound hand up.
Okay.
Like so many.
Hold on. Testing. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can
Okay.
hear you. Can you hear us?
Yeah,
Okay,
we
cool.
can hear you, but you cut me the fuck off, asshole.
Oh, you're welcome. Now go on.
Jesus.
All right, we can continue. Stevie was just coming in. Oh wait, let me fucking.
I feel
Oh my god, I have like 8 fucking.
great
tabs.
today, but when I saw like everyone typing stuff, I started to get a little emotional. But
Okay, there it is. Anyway, what were you saying, Melody?
Oh, there are just some like kind of like e-girl streamers, and you can tell like they really ham up like the kawaii voice type thing, and it's just like, okay, it's very cute, but like you don't have to sound like an anime child.
It gets weird when it veers on like almost imitating like a chat. Hi, can I? Like it's a bit much, I've definitely noticed some people who do that too, for sure.
It probably works really well on men, though. I can't speak to that, but it probably does.
Yeah. They hear a baby voice when I open their
I'm
mouth.
fine. I'm chilling. I am chilling.
Her voice, I think her voice is just kind of naturally somewhat, but yeah. I think a lot
It's been a
of
week
people
since
put
I
it on.
last streamed.
You can't
hear that she's using her throat, actually.
It has been a week. She hinted at this. None of this makes sense to me for Mizkif. I can't believe Mizkif bluffed this whole time. Was like going live, going to places, talking to everybody like everything was normal. And somehow like he knew that these people were publicly hinting that they were going to drop this like soon. Like soon. Really soon. And he's like going on the Iced Coffee Hour podcast to talk about who he's totally disingenuously. He was totally lied about. They said he covered up sexual assault, and that was crazy, and it broke his brain. And then this is coming out. The whole time they're hinting at this.
Just updated people about everything. So I do have more updates on what happened at TwitchCon and that situation, but I kind of just want to chill and get comfortable a little bit first because I haven't streamed in a week. So yeah, I don't think I've been at my desk in like 2 weeks. So yeah, but more things have happened. So
I haven't been at the desk for 2 weeks,
hello.
but when you finally sit at that desk,
Sorry,
you get the
I
big
forgot
welcome
how
back.
You turn the crystal castles off.
Stream.
Turn that
Now
shit
it
off.
Feels,
All right, this
feels
is
too
too many
quiet.
layers of stream. I can't even absorb what they're doing right now. I
Kind
can
of
something else.
ominous.
Literally any other video, maybe even puppies or bunnies. It's like a cute bunnies being happy. Bunnies happy, frolicking. Here we go. Oh, see, this is way
Bunny
better.
rabbits.
Yeah, this is way better.
Oh.
Woo! A stream within a stream within a stream. I know, and it's like it just wasn't bringing new info. Hey, Static, what is up? Welcome.
Oh, speaking of bunnies, guess who never came up on panel when you tried to get him up on here?
Exactly.
OPC.
He's hiding.
Yeah, he's in hiding for some
Yeah.
reason. Or
Your search for streaming for this.
That's
True.
not how that
Happy
works.
Bunny's frolicking and then like murder and weird shit. All right, let's see
Yeah.
what else is.
They're probably not going to get that far. I don't think they're actually going to wind up targeting you because it's not going to be the same sort of thing that could pay off in the end.
Whoa.
Why doesn't
Whoa.
D-Dog ever hop onto your panels?
Well, he's kind of been fasting from panels, and I don't know. We don't make content together that much, but don't worry,
I
people.
get
You're
it.
gonna get all the D-Dog Ruby content this week. He is coming back to Maven, so you will be getting all of that fixed.
He's going to be like a rat obstacle course. Hamster, yeah.
I bet Cinnamon would ace this. True. Cinnamon's good. He doesn't do that. He's like, he's never pooped on me, actually, or Peter on me. Wow, genius answer.
Okay, that one wasn't even hard for it. Just walk straight through.
Whoa! Cool. Well, it's easier doing IRL, but on channel, usually people just start attacking us, so it's not.
I like the dystopian, like, dramatic music in the background.
Exactly.
While he's, like, drinking from a toilet.
Yeah, that's how he got me. No, I've never seen this.
I mean, the only obstacle here is it has to make sure each one of those things isn't food.
I just saw the video you just
Yeah, no, because for a second I thought this was going to be like a marble contraption thing at first, and then it made me think of this, so that's
Oh, I
why.
want to see this. I've never seen this.
Oh, we had something like this growing up. It's like that little catapult arm. Not as this complex, but
This one isn't even the craziest one I've seen. I was hoping to see something that like shot around more.
actually, no, it's very similar to this, but it was only like a few layers.
Shut up, fed up Southern girl, and follow me, and hit the fucking bell notification icon.
Whoa. Fedup actually showed up with there was a pet video I think Fedup uploaded.
Oh my god, why is his shortest video on this like 12 minutes?
Now, this is basically a clock or whatever.
Yeah, but there's been cooler ones out there.
Oh, yeah.
And I just found it.
No.
I just need to find the timestamps that way you can actually just see it work, because you don't want the whole like how I built it.
In the early days of YouTube, they had these things called like the Incredible Machine or something, but it was like Takakakaruchi, and it would have like this elaborate like ball and marble and domino set, and it was out of Japan.
Neji, como se aksaro kake hiki wanaisa sodayo.
Okay, this one that I'm posting is actually really incredible. This one is mass
I
produced, so it
accidentally
actually.
walked into a dead signal zone then.
Oh, she's back.
I'm back. I don't know what just happened.
I meant to post the one in the side of the time with the timestamp, but the timestamp would be like 9:15.
I'm actually out walking as I'm on here, so I accidentally went into a dead signal zone.
Oh, that's fine. Nice. All right, let's see this hamster. Unless anyone has a better video, I'm pretty much.
I did. I
went through
actually did.
Oh, did you post it in the back chat?
Yeah, it's 9:15 is the timestamp because it didn't post with the timestamp. I don't think.
Okay, 9:15. We'll get to it. 9:15.
So that'll fill up with the entire time. I kind of want to make this. Now watch.
What? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, he found like this whole thing to like sort them, and then put them in the right
that's
pattern.
Cool.
Yeah. I think most of it's 3D printed too. Oh, come on. Oh, that'd be so satisfying.
Wow. This is kind of like ASMR. Like headphones for this.
That would get annoying after a while. That's actually in your living room.
That's what I listen to a lot of the times.
And Ruby.
Oh, did it kick her out again?
And she bailed on us.
No, the laptop keeps kicking her out for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know why it does that. Sorry, people.
Maybe StreamYard are trying to tell you something.
I know, right?
Getting stuck, but now it works.
You're accidentally pressing a button that's actually kicking you out or something.
I must confess that I've been helping them by violently shaking the elevator after opening the gates.
No, that's smart.
Like 0.
But thanks to that, we have a functioning marble clock. And even though I consider this project finished, the clock works and tells the time. Many of you, in fact, by the thousands, you have been commenting that it doesn't tell the time by the minute. It takes a while to draw the time, between 2 and 5 minutes, depending on how lucky it gets with the marbles. You have been showing this project so much love that I will do one extra video where I try just that. I will try to make it fast enough that it tells the time by the minute. Wish me luck. And that's it for this video. Thanks a lot to all my Patreons and members. Thank you. And thank you all for helping me with this amazing project. And now please go and make some.
Oh, he's very enthusiastic.
Oh, yeah.
Very, very.
Like there's a lot of potential to that whole thing still.
Today, I will analyze the case of Daniel Naroditsky.
Why does he keep going with this? Like
this case, move to the timeline of the incident.
It's criminal.
Then offer my analysis. Daniel Naroditsky was born on November 9, 1995, in San Mateo, California.
And I see you
from Ukraine, and his mother
See you
was.
later, mate. Oh, it did it again.
And then there was us.
Yeah, it keeps kicking her out for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
What button are you pressing when it does that?
FIDE is the International Chess Federation. The name comes from its French acronym. In 2010, Daniel published a book on chess. He published a second book in 2012. During the next year, 2013, he won the U.S. Junior Championship. Daniel was officially awarded the title Grand Master. He continued to compete over the next several years and found himself consistently ranked in the top 200 chess players in the world and in the top 25 for a fast-paced version of chess called Blitz. In addition to being quite popular as a chess player, Daniel was a well-liked commentator and teacher on social media. He had about 500,000 subscribers on his YouTube channel. Daniel had interests outside of chess. For instance, he continued his education after high school by attending Stanford University. In 2019, he earned a bachelor's degree in history. In 2020, Daniel moved into a house in Charlotte, North Carolina. He trained and worked as a coach at the Charlotte Chess Center. Daniel continued having extraordinary success playing chess. For example, in August 2025, he won the U.S. National Blitz Championship. His reputation had been cemented not only as an incredible chess player, but due to his frequent online play a pioneer who helped usher chess into the digital era. Now moving to the timeline of the incident. Since 2023, the former world chess champion Vladimir Kramnik accused several players of cheating during online chess matches. He didn't really have much in the way of evidence, but he continued making allegations. That same year, Chess.com shut down Vladimir's blog, claiming that he used it to spread baseless allegations against several dozen players. Starting in October 2024, Vladimir added Daniel to his accusation list. On occasion, Daniel would look sideways during matches as if he was glancing at another monitor. Vladimir claimed this was consistent with cheating. He also accused Daniel of inflating his rating by picking less skilled opponents. These allegations hit Daniel like a ton of bricks. He had a strong reaction and desperately tried to defend himself. Daniel denied ever cheating and was disgusted with Vladimir. He told anyone who would listen that Vladimir was out to get him. Despite Daniel's denial, Vladimir had a number of loyal supporters who were willing to believe his claims. Daniel referred to the supporters as an army of troglodyte lowlifes. On a podcast hosted by other grandmasters, Daniel explained how the accusations affected his mood. He referred to Vladimir's allegations as sustained, evil, and representing an absolutely unhinged attempt to destroy his life. Daniel said, quote, "He is trying to ruin my life. He is trying to inflict emotional harm, physical harm on me. He knows exactly what he's doing," unquote. Late on October 17 and early on October 18, 2025, Daniel conducted a live stream of him playing blitz chess on chess.com. Playing online blitz games was a frequent behavior for Daniel. Normally, he was very comfortable with this activity. On this night, however, he seemed agitated. Early in the live stream, Daniel talked about how he should not browse Reddit because certain comments would get to him. After dancing around the subject a little bit, he revealed that he was upset that people thought he was too sensitive. Presumably, he meant too sensitive in responding to the accusations made against him by Vladimir. After 5 chess matches, where Daniel had 3 victories, he once again talked about the allegations, saying, quote,
"My name is Jim. I host Boy Tatlaws. And you could sorry, I accidentally tabbed out. But you could expect me in the near future. I will be IRL streaming with my future girlfriend. Her name is Ruby Spacek. Fuck.
That's a very that is a bold statement. I mean, I think me and D-Dog, we could get married. It could be very serious. So, do you always go for the taken ones? Is it a challenge? I went from celibate to taken. There wasn't much time there.
Who knows what's on Jim's mind at this point? And by the way, your camera's off for some reason. It's all gone quiet on here now.
That was
There's
the
2
absolute
Jims on here.
Could you guys hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, Jim.
Yeah.
Okay. That was the absolute worst time to tab out. But I meant what I said. I meant what I said, and I mean what I say. D-Dog, you think you're the shit because you don't need to be on panel, but I'm over here proving my worth that I belong with Ruby.
Jesus Christ, Jim. What are you trying to do, Jim?
And if you're actually serious, then why don't you come up and prove yourself?
What is
No.
he? He doesn't have to. I mean, he does have to prove anything. Also, I can.
No, I know. I'm fucking around. I'm fucking around.
Oh, you're fucking around.
The alpha male D dog doesn't need to prove himself. It's
True.
fine.
Very true. Very true. You're quite the.
I'm just fucking around. I'm drinking and stuff.
Yeah.
And if you guys have tuned into my live streams, I'm actually simping over another girl.
Yeah, I know, because I called into that show a lot.
But I just wanted to like stir something up.
All right. Well, let's get back to the clip. And let's chess. What? I used to think it was called chest when I was little. So.
I could not live if I knew that some carry the notion that I am morally bankrupt, unquote. After this, Daniel lost 10 chess matches in a row. He was clearly frustrated, at one point pounding his fist on a table. Over 2 hours into the live stream, the doorbell rang. Yep. Two of Daniel's friends had stopped by to check on his welfare.
Okay, yeah.
One of them said,
I think the headphone jack came out.
Sleep,
I don't know. I asked Jim like who his new crush was, and he wouldn't answer, so I didn't know if my mic was coming through.
Oh yeah, who's the?
He's still technically on the panel right now. Jim, who's your new girlfriend?
Well, maybe it's a secret, much like OPC Don's girlfriend. So that's fine.
It's a girl who I attended acting classes with.
You know who you sound like, Jim? That YouTuber. His name is Mr. Beat. He does like social studies and like U.S. history and stuff. You like him. Thanks, man.
Mr.
And I'll go
Beat.
to sleep. I set a 2 a.m.
Similar to Mr.
curfew.
Maybe there's someone else named Mr. Beat who's like similar to.
No, Mr. Beat.
After one of the men asked, "What's the plan?" Daniel shot back.
Is it really Stinky, bro? Dude, anyone but him. It's a girl that is taken. She said, "Listen, we're all just trying to be people out here, you know." Mr. Beat. B-E-A-T.
Mr. Beat It.
All right. Let's see
No,
Mr.
yeah, if you look on a Mr. Beat video, he talks just like Jim.
Let's see.
Yeah, that dude right there.
He's
got like a million.
Is boring, but I know you think history is boring.
Of all American presidents, if not the.
I'm sorry, guys. Could you guys hear me?
Yep.
Dumbass John Frederick was calling me. I gave him my personal phone number, and he's been spamming me ever since. But the girl I was into was a girl that I attended acting classes with. She went to a prestigious university, and she never necessarily said no to me, but if I become a successful actor who could provide, then I'll be in the game.
Well, what do you mean she didn't exactly say no to you? What does that mean?
She was born wealthy. She attended private schools all of her life. And she likes me as a person. but women are naturally hypergamous, and
I don't know if it's necessarily true. I mean, some are. Maybe in LA it's more of a thing, but people I know usually just date people of comparable social status who have similar values and interests.
let's just say that I'm someone her parents wouldn't approve of, unless I was someone prominent.
Are you sure of that? I mean, maybe you just have that, maybe that's just a concern you have, and maybe it's not entirely true. A lot of people don't, they just want their kids to be happy, and as long as you're someone who can treat them well. But, some people are more materialistic, so.
Well, I mean, she did grow up with a guy that she was into, but she moved away, and there's no way of them reconciling unless I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm gonna mute myself because I need to do some shit.
Okay. Well, thank you for sharing that with us.
I wonder
what the
if this
issue
is
is.
why he takes down his streams, because he's saying stuff like this.
I mean, it's fine. He's,
What the fuck did you say, you autistic fuck?
I'm just wondering if this is why you take down your streams, because you're saying what girl you're into and all that.
Okay, well,
Just
I needed to
wondering.
wash my hands.
You need to wash your hands now.
All right, I'm going to get back to the video.
But no, doesn't he sound just like that YouTuber?
I don't know if I got a good enough sound of them to know. Let me see it. Let's go back.
No. None of you boy people would understand that there's hierarchy and real like traditional roles that you guys are just beta and live in the modern world, and you don't understand how things should work. But this girl is like, she has like a bloodline from a European hierarchy.
Wow.
And
Dude, everyone has a hierarchy, European hierarchy. That's just basic like ancestry, if you go far back enough.
That's fine. But yeah, I need to. She never necessarily said no, but if I become, so keep in mind, she still texts me from time to time, but she's a Christian and she doesn't want to hang out with me because, if she does, like, she knows that I would make a move eventually, and she doesn't want to fall for me making a move because there are women these days that save themselves for marriage. Yeah, you guys wouldn't fucking understand because
I wouldn't waste my time.
Did you save yourself for marriage?
no.
Oh, okay.
That doesn't mean I don't deserve a girl who hasn't.
You deserve. You can make whatever requests and standards you want. It's your personal dating preference. That's fine.
Exactly. This girl's way more classy than you are, Ruby.
Well, that's a lot of women.
She's only 24.
Wow, that means she was born later than me. That's.
How old are you?
You mean? Oh wait, no, yeah, you're right.
I'm very old. So, I'm glad that you found a young Christian virgin who wants you. That's very beautiful. I'm glad everyone could.
Please let me play a few more games of chess in peace, and I'm off to bed. Daniel played 2 more games. He won both of them.
Yeah,
One of his friends asked him to finish the stream. Daniel responded, "Can I end on the next loss?" The friend said, "No, I'll unplug it if you don't end it." Daniel said, "The problem is, since the Cranmix stuff, I feel like if I start doing well, people assume the worst of intentions. The issue is just the lingering effect of it." The friend told Daniel, "You don't have to prove anything to those people." Daniel started one more game before ending the live stream just after the opening. On the next day, October 19, 2025, at about 7:11 p.m., Daniel was found dead on his couch by the same 2 friends who had checked on his welfare on October 18. He was 29 years old. The police have indicated that no foul play is suspected. One possible cause of death is a drug overdose. However, at the time I'm making this video, the cause is not known. Now moving to my analysis. Here are my thoughts on a few areas that stood out to me in this case. Item number 1. Vladimir Cranmix has been condemned by many well-known chess players. For example, former world champion Magnus Carlsen called his behavior appalling. FIDE said it was launching an investigation into whether Vladimir should be disciplined for the disparaging public statements that he made about Daniel both before and after Daniel died. The possible sanctions range from financial penalties to a ban. According to FIDE, the organization may sanction a player who makes unfounded accusations based on emotion or insufficient data. If Vladimir had data that were sufficient, he probably already would have presented them. It sounds like Vladimir may be in some trouble with FIDE. I would be surprised if he walked away without any penalties. Item number 2. Vladimir has made a few statements to the media claiming that he is a victim in this situation. For example, he was the subject of a bullying and slandering PR campaign, and threats were made against him and his family. And the investigation by FIDE is insulting and unfair, and they are harassing him. He seemed to be confused about why FIDE is investigating him at all, saying, quote, "I don't understand what words they're talking about. I did not say anything bad about him, and I demand to confirm these accusations of FIDE of my unworthy words after his death with an actual quote," unquote. Vladimir posted on social media that he contacted the Charlotte Police Department and asked them to investigate the death of Daniel, providing them some additional information. He claimed that he tried to get someone to help Daniel, but people ignored his warnings. Vladimir wanted the real truth about the circumstances and cause of this tragedy to be revealed, despite all attempts to hide it. In an unusual move, Vladimir attempted to go on the offensive by claiming that all those falsely blaming him for Daniel's death will be held legally responsible. This includes him approaching the police in Switzerland to start a criminal case. This makes it seem like Vladimir does not quite understand how the law works. Defamation is civil, not criminal, and his chances of prevailing in a defamation suit are extremely low given the public record of his year-long campaign against Daniel. Furthermore, Vladimir would probably be countersued for filing frivolous litigation, which would only compound his problems. Vladimir's reaction should not be unexpected, considering he is a chess champion. One popular strategy in the game is to go on the offensive when a piece is attacked. To be fair to Vladimir, there is no proof that he caused Daniel's death, and not all his accusations were unsupported. This brings me to item number 3. When a person dies, there is often an outpouring of sympathy and a reluctance to discuss any negative characteristics the person may have possessed. This means that the accusations made against Daniel will never be fully explored. No one will know if he cheated or not. Vladimir made many unsupported accusations, but he did point out at least one behavior Daniel